All right, everyone. So we are live another week and another RaddTitan chat. This is, I believe, 257. And this is Alex talking here. We got to my, whichever side is there on the screen. It's to my right. We've got Thor Gunderson himself from Darth Castle. And down below there, we got Geoman himself from RaddTitan. I'll move you up, Geo, yeah? I'll move you up here. See if I can move you there. There you go.
I like being on the bottom.
They fucking do.
All right. So another week and another chat for the longest running statue chat in the business. And we got a special guest today. We got Thor Gunderson from the Darth Castle. Thor's been on the scene for a while now, man. How long have you been on the scene for?
5 years, I guess. Yeah, almost. Yeah, it's crazy.
5 years, Christ. Yeah. This time just flies by, doesn't it?
It does, man. It's crazy.
I mean, Gio and I have been doing this like nearly 9 years now.
Yeah.
And time just goes ridiculously.
I know.
It's just going by so fast. Yeah. So, yeah. How you been doing, Gio?
I'm pissed off now because my headphones are not working. So you lot all sound like really, it's probably a good thing you sound fairly fucking quiet. So if I look slightly perplexed and dumbfounded, it's because I can't hear a fucking word you're saying. And you know what happens when things don't go the way I want them to go? I just want to smash something to pieces. It's just a really bad habit that I have.
I've witnessed that quite a few times.
The way they should. And I mean, who the fuck invents a phone anyway that doesn't have a port for fucking headphones in it? I mean, what is this? What world are we fucking living in here?
I did warn you about
stick
that.
A pair in.
I did warn you about that.
You did. I was like, fuck him, he's an idiot. I ain't trusting that fucking idiot. I'm gonna.
I mean, he's an idiot. I got a Bluetooth one. Everything will be fine. Yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's definitely. I did them updates, man. Last couple of days, they've been buzzing off, going, update your phone. Like you've got all these updates and all this. I was like, schedule it. 2 a.m.
Yeah.
For some reason, it just does that. And then this week it's all going to be beat songs. So I can't. I don't know. You sound like really low as well, which is just strange. How low you actually? Yeah, like just inside. Maybe it's because you're not on speaker.
I don't know. Maybe it's you because I don't know when I hear Thor, he sounds fine, and you even sound fine. So hopefully, it's just you.
Hopefully, that's enough to not wake up all the
also,
my wife and son.
My speakers are
Apologies for the timekeeping because that's my fault. Because that's all got a bit wank on my end. Trying to fix it for ages, but you just can't fix it.
Yeah. Yeah. You need a good, decent headset. I mean, I'm looking for some decent plugs actually because I've been looking for somewhere. Do you know where you have the USB-C, then you have the USB-C, so you plug that into your phone, and then there's USB-C to charge, and then the 3.5 headset. But most of the ones I find are only earphones and they're not actual full headsets. So I'm looking at
these kind of days. I wish I had some whiskey instead of this sort of low alcohol Ribena shit I'm drinking.
Yeah, I'm drinking a pint of the black stuff there.
That collection's looking pretty sick behind you, bro.
Thank you, my man. That's actually the Punisher came up with that idea to stack these things 3 high because I moved recently. I had a little life change and everything, and I got in here because all these are individual cubes. And I used to have them 2 high in the basement because the ceiling wasn't that high. And then the Punisher got it. He looks and look, man, I think you can get a stack of 3 in here. I was like, really? So I put them up there. It came out fantastic, man. So kudos to Rodney on that one.
You're rocking out.
You're going a bit in and out of like you've been quiet and stuff and having some breaks. Community getting a bit heavy for you, bro.
Man, I tell you, ever since this Vader thing came out, like the day it came out, I swear to God, 6 o'clock in the morning, people from every side of this freaking planet was hitting me up, talking about, what do you think? What do you think? And I'm out here working. And I'm like, what? And I mean, the phone was going bing, bing. I was like, what is going on? You know what I mean? So like I saw it, I'm like, yeah, it's all right. They got a better look at it. So yeah, it is nice. And I did a rant video because I was messing with folks because I got all these fringe folks who like all these DC and Batman people, and they all going crazy over this piece. And I'm like, I've been telling y'all about the dark side for years, and now this make you turn to the dark side and everything. So I just did that as a goof, you know what I mean? But then when they showed that freaking flaming saber, I was like, Jesus Christ, why? I mean, because it makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you've never seen anybody ignite anything on fire with the Force. how is it possible to ignite a plasma blade on fire? It has no mass. It's not combustible. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, let's say you could. Let's say you could light it on fire. The saber, how is it able to cut things? Well, it's hot. You know, every time it cuts a piece of metal, it's melting. Every time it cuts a body part, it cauterizes it. You know what I mean? But to be able to cut through metal, you know, you're talking thousands of degrees. So why in the hell would you want to set it? The fire is nowhere near as hot as the saber. So I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? It's literally, yeah. I was like, I like the statue, but that's dumb. Looks cool, but it's stupid if you think about it. So that's just my thing. You know what I mean? That's literally, if they made a Thanos statue, right? A mythos statue, and they made it with the gauntlet. And instead of the gauntlet, they took one of those 4-finger rings that the rappers used to wear, and they spelt his name with the freaking Infinity Gem. That's what this is.
Back
right
a minute, Al. Put the first pit back. Just to get it right.
That's the lunacy we're dealing with this.
Could it? I mean, could it be? Right. That what is that? The X-wing. Is that X-wing?
Yeah.
Right. So could it be that the X-wing, whatever that is, maybe fuel or something that's like on fire now outside of it, right? So you see it? See that sort of flame coming from the bottom there? Could it be that literally loads of flaming fuel has squirted out and hit the saber, and it's like melting onto it?
But he hasn't caught fire.
What's that?
But he hasn't. It falls. All of the fuel falls on the saber, but he hasn't caught one bit of fire.
Well, I mean, all of his shit's burnt, so maybe it's gone through him a bit quicker.
And two, the blade has no mass. You know, it's a beam of light, so there's no way. It's not possible. I've thought it's not possible. You know what I mean? But again, it looks cool. I'm not saying it doesn't look cool. It's just
trying to understand the concept.
Yeah,
I like this. I like doing this. I like doing this. This Star Wars sort of.
See, they can mess everybody else's
science behind something that's not real.
They can mess everybody else's person. When they do I was like, come on, y'all. How y'all gonna set it? You know,
we're gonna come back to this anyway in the images. What are the images in this? And there's some other news as well, about that one. I
guess
I do like it.
I guess this is the problem that you're gonna have when you're sort of known as sort of the Star Wars guy, innit? You're boxed in, aren't you?
Yeah, big time.
You're boxed in. So now it's a case of if the man who loves all this sort of shit critiques it, critiques this sort of thing, I guess people. I mean, in a way, I would probably take some positivity from that response because people obviously put a lot of credo into what you say.
But the other side of it as well, though,
because it wouldn't be bothered otherwise.
You have a switch
you
out
said
of
shit
it, so.
And they just laughed it off. It wouldn't matter. Everyone sort of has reacted kind of like you've almost sent an innocent man to jail to the death penalty. It almost feels a little bit like that. So they must put a little bit of credit into what you're saying, bro.
Yeah, they do. No, you're right. Actually, there's a switch out. I mean, I'm glad there's a switch out because if that was the only saber that it had, then it would become an abomination. As good as the sculpt is and the paint is and everything, if that was on there.
I'm about to say something's going to really upset you now. I'm definitely going to be displaying that flame.
Sort of say that. Yeah.
Hey, look, whatever makes you happy, it's not. Just know that shit doesn't really happen. You know what I mean? You know, that's all I'm saying.
Let me just go through some comments quickly. So who we got here? We've got Yellow Hills in the house. So make sure you hit the subscribe. Best channel around. Alex has to pay for his beard, or I trimmed half the beard off actually. Vibe N2L, happy evening all. How's it going? Yes K, hello, how's it going? Vinny Todd, love the pick of Vader with the flaming saber. You're using it for the show. There'll be a proof of that. They're talking about your logo. Talk about your logo on the image. The Vader and the Punisher together. That's what he's talking about there.
Oh, yeah.
Evening, gentlemen. Hope all is well.
There you go.
He says, "Is there a print of that image that you've got?"
Is there a print of it? We got shirts. Yeah.
Get yourself a fucking t-shirt. Get yourself a Darth Castle t-shirt.
What's happening, people? How's it going? AC Luda, what's up, gents? What's up, Bobby Goldner? What's up, gents? Stuck of Inferno. Hope all's hunky dory. Hope everything's good with you. What's up, my dudes? Bobby, Cameron Lutz, howdy fellas. excited for the see Darth Castle make a return. Should be another classic. And Ashley, hey fellas, hope all is well. This is awesome. Punisher XS, hello my fellow collectors. XM Studio 1/6 Rebirth line getting new pieces soon. PO after 6 months. Yeah, there's going to be a lot coming. Don't worry, Vitor. Don't you worry. There's loads backed up actually. Looking forward to the show to start. Yeah, it's a bit late. Julian, after 5 weeks of watching live, going back to work and having to train someone right now is horrible. Yeah, got to pay those bills. Late they are, Liam. Scroll down. The show is late because A, Alex is having a shave. B, Gio is getting a drink of water. Or C, Thor is putting the new batteries in his lightsaber. What do you think? Got bets going on, yeah.
All the above.
Unfortunately, I can't stay for the
George nearly
chat.
locked into the dark side, man. Don't worry. If you see some shit fly around my room.
Are you excited about the Punisher maybe coming to the MCU, or more nervous that they will MCUify him? If they keep, the Netflix version, it could be good. Could be good, but it's never going to be that. I mean, then again, the end of the scenes with Green Goblin are quite dark in Far From Home, so they can do some dark scenes, just not as bad as the prison scene and the gym
what do you
scene.
mean by dark? I mean, as far as I'm aware, that Punisher's like fucking brutal.
No,
That's
they
brutal violence.
They won't be able to do the prison scene. They won't be able to do the gym scene.
Then it's going to be shit, then, isn't it?
But
Or
then,
it's going to be a little bit less. If you're not capturing the brutalness of the Punisher, you're not capturing the character very well.
Yeah. How's it going, Darren?
I'm the wrong man to ask. We need my code on here.
Well, that's the thing as well. Is, I mean, a lot of stuff is going over to Disney. They've got the rights for a lot of stuff. And when I try and look up stuff to watch on Netflix and Prime, it always says it's on Disney Plus, and a lot of it's 18s. A lot of it's like Alien, stuff like that is on Disney now. And I think originally they weren't going to do R-rated movies on there. So
I've got no idea, man. I ain't even got Disney Plus,
I had it a little bit. I might get it again at some point. It's looking like
the wife got all shook the other day because we got a letter because of the TV license. So she went upstairs and bought one. I was like, oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, did she? I cancelled mine.
She gave in.
I'll cancel mine. How you going, Darren? John Bethel was up and down for me. Hopefully they build on the ups. The thing about that was it was made like it was a weekly show where he would get stabbed or shot, and in the next episode he's totally fine. Mm-hmm. But when you binge watch the whole series, it doesn't work. If you're watching it weekly, you have that element of time that he's had to heal. But when you binge watch it, and it's made to be binge watched.
Spoken like somebody who's never ever been stabbed a week.
I've stabbed myself.
A week. You think you're throwing punches and swinging after being stabbed within a week?
No, but then it gives that false element of healing, of time.
Trust me, listen, from somebody who's been stabbed multiple times, it does not take a week.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. But
within a week, you'll still be like literally scratching your ass and be like, ah.
No, I mean it's like if it's done over a weekly show, from that week to the next week, it's got that element of time passing. But when you watch it binge it just doesn't really work.
I think the problem that Punisher has as a character, it has a little bit of a problem. Whereas there is only so much a dead family is going to get you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're brutalizing everybody, it can get a little bit stale really quick. So really, you want him sort of to have his own sort of film with an origin. You don't see a lot of it. You don't see a lot. You want to see the family man. You want to see that. You want to see that life being wrecked. You want to see that Frank Castle, love, and you understand what I'm saying. It's like anything. You want an arc. With Punisher, they very, very barely touch on it. You see like a car blow up and him a little bit upset, and then it's just like it's a little bit loose. I think what you want to see is a real good arc with that. You want to see him sort of being a cop, being a fair guy, a straight shooting guy, and then his family get killed, and then shit gets real.
Well, you'd
You
have to ask again. You'd have to ask Rodney about whether that happens.
Well, my problem with it was the second season, like they were still on all that CIA mess. I wanted to see the operation up and running, like going after the Kingpin and all that kind of stuff. And they didn't do that. So that was good, but I was just a little disappointed. Like I just wanted to see the Punisher be the Punisher.
Boxes finally gone. No, they're upstairs. They're not gone. They're not gone. Cool spot here. Another time for great entertainment. Hope you got your cookies ready.
Set the bar low.
Gio must have been thinking about Sideshow shipping it direct from China.
No, it didn't come up surprisingly.
Does anyone have any ideas when they'll probably show more? It's going to be coming soon, very, 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 very soon. And I've asked again about the weight, and they said yes, that's how much it weighs. So they say it weighs 175 kilos or 178
then you need
kilos.
to tell them to stop filling it with lead.
It's just stupidness.
I'm waiting for that to be corrected. There's no way I'm buying into that shit. I'm not buying it.
Yeah. Josh in the house. Jay, sorry, I'm skimming through these. Richard Gauthier, how's it going? Superman Kelly. It says everyone sounds fine. Keesa's World Collections, how's it going? Neville Taylor, Mojo Potato, Yes K, Decadent, how you doing? Permica. So I've got to skim through his Bart and Luke. They should replace Gandalf on that Balrog statue with a flaming sword fight. Don Z. Waiting to pre-order. I reckon it'll have at least 15k edition size. Talking about that. Brad Loader, the Flying Scotsman. Great to see Thor tonight. Alex, did your Thanos arrive? Oh yeah, I still need. I'm gonna make a note of that. I still haven't contacted.
You don't want to remember because you don't want to pay.
No, I don't.
Like every other fucking sand fucking dweller I know.
Thanos shipping. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. It's expensive, and then Adam got done for like a £350 shipping tax bill.
Taxes, yeah. Taxes. But it
got
was
the Franco Red coming.
The right amount.
My first piece. Oh, somebody start there. Mermit, how's it going? What's the current Darth Maul edition size? I don't know. Not sure on that one. Ross Carter.
Thor might know. No?
Positive.
What happened?
What's the Darth Maul edition size? Do you know?
Which one? This one?
Second Mythos, yeah.
Oh, the second. I'm not sure. I got out of the 1/5 game, so I'm not sure.
Ross Carter, hi guys. Ross from Sydney.
Straight in it.
Welcome, Darth. Wish the three of you the best of 2022. Gio, wish you all the best for up and coming twins. Health and happiness to your family.
Sure.
Thank you, guys. Cheers. Thank you,
God
Ross.
bless you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Ross. William Wright. I'm just surprised Disney allowed the mangled Vader portrait.
My favourite one.
Yeah. I'm going to have to come back to some of these anyway because there's quite a lot of comments.
Like the helmet, the one with the helmet with the helmet is damaged. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, the one with the helmet when you see his eye. That's
my favorite one.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. 100%.
That's the one.
That was quarter scale. I would get it just without the flaming saber.
I haven't seen any. Have you been watching the Book of Boba Fett?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good.
A lot of people don't like it. The third episode was garbage, but the rest of it,
Yeah,
I
Cole.
Like it. Yeah, third
Ryan
sucked, but the rest of it, I enjoyed.
So, bro, what's these big changes you've been talking about, like with your life and shit? What's been going on?
Well, my wife and I separated, and so I moved and everything. So that's a big time life change. And so
after how many years, bro?
2015 was it 6 years? 6 years.
It's a fairly long time. It's not like if you just sat down and been like, fuck, 20 years, I'd have been like, shit.
Well, we were together for 11 years. So since 2011. Yeah, since 2011.
I understand. And that's probably another reason why having a little break from now and then from like Facebook and other shit, just to get your fucking sort of self together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna have to take a break with fucking Facebook when my twins are born.
100%.
I'm just gonna lose. I just know I'm gonna lose my shit like with like any stupid amount of like any level of stupidity because I'm just gonna have no sleep. So it's gonna be fucking bad for people, man.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, you're gonna probably get a fair brunt of it as well. I'm sure you'll ask me a stupid question once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get it. But you settling in okay, man? You finding yourself? You finding your feet?
Yeah, it's, they got me up on the 19th floor of a building, so it's pretty cool, interesting. A lot of young people here, so that's you know how that is. And the hallway smells like ganja 24 hours a day. So, and they keep this free. That's the punch. They keep this hallway like on hell. It's like burning up hot. You know what I mean? But so I really don't need to turn the heat on in here. That's how hot the hallway is. It freaking, so it keeps my energy bills low.
Yeah, obviously, if you need to get some sleep, you just stick your fucking head out the door.
Dude, it's burning up. I mean, it's crazy. And it's funny because
no, you meant more about the weed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking off to sleep we go.
Yeah. I mean, it's thick, man. Everything but a cloud. But and if for some reason everybody here is scared of Java. I'm like, dude, I said this dog would probably let people in my house and say steal everything. And, you know what I mean? And everybody's
scared of your dog.
Yeah, they're terrified of him.
What dog is it you got?
I got English bulldog. He just woke up. Yeah, and they're scared. I was like, he never barks or anything. I'm like, why? I was like, I told this dog not gonna do nothing to you. Here it comes. Here he is.
But that's. I think that probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I bet you that's what freaks them out though.
Yeah.
They're like, fucking dog don't bark, man. It's constantly like calculating how to bite the fuck out of me. That's probably what they're thinking. It's not predictable.
I mean, they run. They run like they're like, oh no, like he's not gonna do nothing. They're running from this guy.
Yeah,
they
Luke,
probably don't realise that after about 6 minutes that dog's going to collapse from exhaustion.
Yeah.
Do you think that with being such a huge edition size, it will affect the QC?
What's the edition size on what? What's this?
Well, I mean, apparently the Darth Maul, I think 4,500, and Vader will probably be 7,000 to 8,000.
I don't think so. All the rest of them came. I've seen the Ventress in person. The thing looks fantastic.
The mythos line's strong.
Yeah. So I don't think so.
It's got such a good sculpt, though, isn't it? From the Kutcher
Happy JCG in the house.
Brian. Yeah. I think they did such a great sculpt on it. It's just going to be whether they can, as usual, replicate what you're seeing, or try and get as close as physically possible.
Right. Yeah, they did the Ventress too, and it looks great. So,
yeah, she's. You know what? She's a really nice piece, man. If I had any investment in that sort of character, I would definitely be interested in that.
That piece is insane. If you're getting into the,
I really wanted to get the original Mythos Vader, but I missed the boat on it being reasonably priced. It's expensive now. It's really expensive to get it now.
It might go down with this one. The price might.
I don't think it will.
You don't think
it may do, but not enough to make it sort of a bargain.
Right.
I remember seeing it for like £250 a couple of times.
Yeah,
long time ago. Yeah. God, it was cheap at one point.
I managed to do a deal for the Darth Maul. Just meeting the guy on Saturday, but not the original one.
The original one, yeah. That's a great. I had that one too.
The Dark Disciple.
Yeah, that's a fantastic piece.
I always loved it, when I was when I first when I was getting into the hobby and shit, I always liked that piece. Like that piece a lot.
Yeah, as long as it don't go to the Dark Side factory.
When I pulled out, yeah. I mean, it's when I did the pre-order for the Sideshow one, I was a bit like, I need to get that more. The time has come. I have to jump on it now and get one.
I do like the new one too. Like the Darth Maul purists. Yeah, that's exactly. The purists don't really like it because they don't like the robotic legs.
I don't like the mechanical legs. I don't like it at all.
I like them. because of, I mean, it's part of his deal, but like I like how they're done. They kind of look anime-ish, like the way they sculpted them. You know what I mean? So I think, like, I like that one better than I like the chicken legs one.
The thing is, I kind of like what I like about these pieces, especially like sort of the original mythos line. You know, with Vader especially, and with, you know, it's a great storytelling piece. You know,
exactly.
And I feel like with Maul, it's the same. You know, a lot of people don't like that one. They don't like the Maul. They like all the other, like the Gamorrean Guard and the, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi one, stuff like that, and they're all good. But for me, the better storytelling is pretty much in the Maul and the Vader, because you see when you're watching, you know, the Phantom Menace that, you know, Maul is trained. You know, exactly. that's a student. That's somebody that's, you know, dedicated an awful lot of time to their physical abilities, the things that they can do. So, you know, I kind of like the Dark Disciple sort of look. You know, the sort of him training, him practicing, because I get that from him. You know what I mean? When you watch him in the Phantom Menace, you sort of understand that that's somebody that's put in a shitload of time. Because obviously the guy that's underneath it is a proper legitimate martial artist in Ray Park. So they want to use them skills on the camera. They want that to be shown. So you can't sort of have one without the other. You understand what I mean? So for me, that Dark Disciple bit, him sort of in a training room, fucking sleeve, like sort of his gi sort of slipping down, him like exercising or training or fighting or doing whatever he was doing, just I think captured him very well. So I always liked it.
That piece is based on a story called The Nameless, and he was, when he first ran into a Jedi, and this Jedi used a stick instead of a lightsaber, and he was too fast for Maul. Whatever technique he was using, he was too fast. So then Maul went back, he lost to him, went back, and that's when he constructed his double lightsaber. And then he came back and he beat him. And then you see when the switch out, he's holding the stick.
Yeah, the
stick is from the Jedi.
Oh, awesome.
He defeats the Jedi and he keeps the stick.
I knew there was a good fucking reason I invited you onto this chat.
Well, so sorry, the mythos comes with a stick. I didn't know that.
The first one does.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He's on switch out. He's holding the stick.
I like the hand out, but there's another one where he's got like a stick in his hand.
Right. And that's from the Jedi that he defeats.
I don't think we've never reviewed that one. I think we got Adam to do it, didn't we?
And then Palpatine asked, he said, you know, this weapon is nice. What do you call it? He said, it has no name. So that's the Nameless. So,
my man, I'm fucking all knowledge.
Do you guys prefer garage shelves or something like PAX units?
Neither.
PAX units are the big kind of wardrobe ones, which if you use them, you definitely need to reinforce them. Behind Thor, you have the Kallax, and then obviously behind Geo, you have the custom-made Immortal displays, I think they are. I used several different ones. So I had Struvers, I had Besters, I had Detolfs, and they kind of did the job. I also got a Wancher case, which if I was more going to stay in a place for a longer time, I would go all Wancher case or definitely all customs. I wouldn't touch packs, and I wouldn't touch. I definitely wouldn't touch garage shelving. But there are some guys out there actually. If you look on Boggle Arts, he actually does a really good video about how he customizes the garage shelving to look like Wancher case. He does a really good job.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So definitely check that out. Yeah,
Rodney uses garage shelving.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of it. But that's
I don't like how they look. They're strong and they do the job. I just don't like how they look.
Yeah. Well, where I worked, we had like
it's an industrious look, isn't it? It's a bit. It's not polished. It's an industrious look. It's not. I don't like that look at all.
Yeah. We had a storeroom full of them, and it just reminds me of that. You know, just like storeroom, like all the leaflets and shit on there, and all the boxes and crap. And
dude, the next room I go into, bro. Honestly, the next room I go into, I'm not gonna have anything. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna identify the space, and then I'm gonna have it all custom built. I get a chippy to do it. So I'm gonna get who come in and do it.
Whose dog is that now? That's yours.
Hey, mine ain't in it.
Oh, I was saying I can hear a dog, and it's normally George's one, but now it can be.
If you think I can't hear you now, if I bring that spastic in here, you forget about it.
God, but yeah. So do you want to go? Do you want to go through because you collect at the moment? You collect the Star Wars stuff at the moment. Thor.
Oh yeah, all Sith Lords. It's just no Jedi make it in here, bro. Ain't no Jedi. I mean, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
got
this is it.
clean.
This is your setup.
Yeah, I got to clean them wires up too. But yeah, that's actually he's the second sister and the what do you call it? Oh my God,
Who's the dude in between the two red dudes?
That's Palpatine.
Yeah, it's Emperor.
That's nice.
Yeah. I've been dreaming of that setup ever since I got into this game.
To be honest with you, there's half of these I don't know. So if you go from like top left, I don't know. Second one, I don't know. Captain Plasma. Then I don't know. That looks like, is that Ventress?
Yeah, that's Ventress is okay. You got Ventress next to Maris Brood. Maris Brood comes from the video game The Force Unleashed.
Okay.
And those two are NYC pieces.
Yeah.
And
what's the quality like on those?
Oh, it's second to none, bro. It's the electronics are a little shaky because like now the Maris Brood, the sabers are kind of flashing. I mean, you can see them behind me. But
I found a new guy that does lightsaber repairs now.
Do you? Yeah, because
I took a screenshot. I took a screenshot of it the other day because there used to be that guy who was like Pixelless something. I can't remember his name now, but he used to do it, and then he said he can't be bothered to do it anymore. So I found one the other day, and I took a screenshot of it. Hopefully, I've still got it. But yeah, it was a new.
That guy's familiar on the far right hand side, the second middle shelf.
Oh, that's Darth Nihilus.
I don't recognize that one.
He's that's Xionart Darth Nihilus. He's the wound of the Force. He kind of like drains everybody. It doesn't matter if you're dark side, light side. He needs to live the way he's like a Force vampire, and he drains you of your Force energy. Just leaves.
You got Malgus in there.
No, I've been I never liked the Sideshow Malgus. It just to me was kind of boring. I've seen it. Nice. It's just, and then the Xionart one I just never got, and it's kind of expensive now. I'm hoping XM makes one now that they're making Sith Lord, but I do want one. It's just I just never the Sideshow one just never did anything for me.
I like that piece.
Yeah,
this piece.
My barber he's like, he's like, man, you need to get it. Like, dude, it's just I don't know. It just never did it for me. I don't know why it doesn't, but
yeah, no, I like it as well. But I guess when you're not as big. Like,
I'm not saying it's bad. I just always the base is kind of plain and everything.
Oh yeah,
that's the only thing.
It's quite big.
Oh, here we go. So
the figure's quite big.
There's a guy called Chris DeGusford, and apparently he's repairing him at the moment. Yeah,
that's the guy. Yeah, that's the Saber doctor.
Yeah. But there was another one before called he has like a Greek sounding name, but then his first name's Pixellus, and then a Greek sounding surname. But yeah, the Nihilist guy, the Nihilist guy looks a bit like an angry version of the guy from Spirited Away. The
sweet sound, man.
It's nice. Yeah, it's really nice.
I like that middle one. That's my favorite one.
With Palpatine and the guards, I've dreamt about that cube from day one since I started collecting statues. Like so yeah, that's Sarge Ventress. That's NYC one. And that's Maris Brood. I just thought they'd look good together. They do. And
they got a lot of pieces coming, the NYC guys, haven't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They're making models now too. Like they only one I'm getting is they're making Vader's TIE Fighter. So I'm getting that. And they're making an ATST. I haven't made too many Rebel ships yet, but I'm sure they're coming. I mean, you got to think the Millennium Falcon is going to be made. Yeah, people want Slave One and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there he is. There you go, Jill.
Apparently, you're not allowed to call it Slave One anymore, are you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
fucking.
What?
They you're not allowed to call it Slave One.
Disney changed it from Slave One to something else. I don't know what it is.
Why?
Because they thought it's improper. They're trying to sell stuff to kids. Yeah. Yeah. Now this guy actually, Palpatine has a lightsaber switch out, but to be with the guards, I just thought it was more appropriate because he always,
definitely, yeah, I agree with you.
He always
Love that
hid
smirk. Love
he
that
always
smirk on
hid
his
the
face.
fact he has a angry face too, but I always like this
Yeah.
man. And when he became the emperor, he hides the fact that he's a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
And he's got lightning hands. This one has a lot of switch outs. He's got lightning hands, which I didn't think I was gonna like, but I really do. But for this setup, I just thought the cane was more appropriate. Maris boob. Yeah, she got some cannons on her, bro. I can tell you that.
The Iron Studios Vader caught some flack when it came out, but I've always liked that piece. I think it looks nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure that won Statue of the Year one year for someone.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's called the Fire Spray class ship.
Yeah, Fire Spray.
I prefer Slave One.
I do too.
That smirk looks like Alex when the Spider-Man versus Venom custom was chipped. Do you want to know something, Jalen? No one has received that in one piece yet.
I bet you just sit at night, just cackling to yourself, didn't you? You piece of shit.
It's one of those. I love to be right. It's the thing. I do love to be right, but it's not. With that, I would like for that to be delivered. That is a really adventurous piece, and it's a really great sculpt, a great design. But
he's cackling, mate. Trust me.
From day one,
he's sitting there in his little loft.
From day one. I'm sorry. I saw that. I saw what's his name, Mao, who sends us across the shekels. He got one, and he posted some pictures of one today, and it was about 80 pieces. Disintegrated. Yeah. They're not getting there. None of them getting there fine. Apparently, what's his name? Alfie claims his one got there in one piece, but then while he was assembling it, he broke a piece. But then the other guy, his name's Mayor. He said that again, his one, he could see all of the parts. He could see parts on there were broken, sanded down, re-glued. The paint didn't match, and then basically sent back out. And you can tell there's breakages on there that have happened in the factory. They've tried to cover it up really badly and not very well. Okay. I mean, apparently the commissioner is saying allegedly he will replace any damage that happens, but that's going to be a lot of damage. Anyway, no way it's coming in perfect. It was impossible engineering and shipping. Skills power. Alex, I know it's most likely not likely, but you think XM would do Halo statues? I don't think they'll do Halo, really. They don't really do video game. Imagine trying to resell that custom node, it'll probably break again in shipping. Yeah, you'd have to do collection. You'd have to do collection on person.
Yeah, that's not coming to you in good condition at all.
Well, if it gets to you in one piece, there's no way you're boxing it back up to get it in one piece again.
I wouldn't even box it. Yeah.
There you go. Who's the one on the right there?
Okay, so that's actually I designed that one actually. That's
nice.
That's the second sister. She's an Inquisitor, an Imperial Inquisitor. These are former Jedis that the Empire tortured and got to work for them to hunt down the Jedis that are still alive. So she was the main antagonist in Jedi Fallen Order, the video game. And I'm satisfied with how it came out. There's a switch out unhelmeted head, which doesn't look too great. That's the only thing I really don't like about it. But,
must be nice though. Must be nice to like.
Oh, that's his name, Mayor.
Must be nice to be able to design something and then have it into your collection.
That must be awesome.
It was surreal when I received that piece to know, and then to see other people were satisfied with theirs. It gave me a really good feeling.
I don't have any pieces in my collection actually that I've done that.
So
that's shit.
Appreciate it, Decadent.
Because these guys, they do if they get a certain amount of interest, they'll make it, right?
Yeah, this one actually was only he limited to 30, but then when it came out, people were like, "Man, that looks fantastic! I wish I would have ordered it." So I guess the edition size could have been higher, but the like I said, the unmasked head doesn't really look like her. So that's the only thing that really that I don't like about it. But other than that, the base looks great and
sculptural paint though.
Yeah, the paint, everything else is money on this piece. I'm really.
No. I mean, like, if you got the head repainted, could it?
No, it's the sculpt. Okay. It doesn't look like her at all.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's that's how it goes.
First amazing piece. What you can do with paint now.
It is amazing what you can do with paint. I love that smoke.
I mean, to be honest with you, it would have to be severely fucked sculpt. If you get somebody very, very good, I reckon they can make it look like a.
Decadent saying that Second Sister looks great, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Frenzy Collect, High 4, High RaddTitan.
Hey,
how's it going, buddy? What's the thing there, though? Do you see the kind of brooch thing? That's
that holds is it has some kind of significance to it. I forgot what it is.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
You're
fucking fired, Thor.
Trying to test you here.
Yeah, I forgot what it was, but it does.
George sent me all these. Why'd you send me these?
Yeah, man, I've put some lights in there the other day. Forgot, how good that fucking setup looks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they look great. Look really good, and the scaling looks good with those three.
Yeah,
goes well together.
I'm really happy with what Ian did with the Venom painting the head. It looks mental, man. Looks great.
Yeah. Carnage. Might need to get my Carnage repainted.
McFarlane head, but he painted it so well. I can't bear to take it off now.
It's my favourite head out of the three.
Forget how good that Venom is.
There you are. There, look, focused to the back. Look how focused you are.
I am.
Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, I want to make sure I can see it. Yeah, that's me.
I suppose you got your tongue sticking out. Do you know, like when you got your tongue sticking out, biting your tongue. Yeah, that looks nice. Really good.
Yeah, it did a good job with that.
That's
there he is.
Yeah, so that's.
Hopefully, I'm meeting the geezer on Saturday. I'm doing a trade, so I'm looking forward to getting that in. Been a long time coming. It's quite an old piece, man. I can't remember what year it is. I want to say 2006 or 8.
No, it's not old.
No,
it is
12. That's like 12 or 13.
Is it 12?
Maybe later. Maybe 14, 13, 14.
Something like that. I got it in like 16.
Yeah.
Shit, is it that?
Yeah, they're not that old.
Older than that.
No, like 13, 14, I'd say. What did you think about the Mandalorian episode today?
Liked it. Loved it.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, a lot of people like, oh, you see, they thought that was the best episode, which it was, but they're saying it's better without Boba.
Oh, yeah. I did read that. I read it's the best episode so far because he's not in it.
Yeah.
Mike is losing his shit about it. Mike is
but Mike's a massive
he's a massive Boba Fett fan and he's pissed off about it.
He thinks they've absolutely done him dirty in that fucking show.
I mean, when it's your guy, it's different. You know what I mean? So I get it.
Oh yeah, I don't like talking about Thanos getting arrested either.
Yeah, his little yellow helicopter.
Nobody better mention Squirrel Girl to me, or I'm going to punch them straight in the cunt.
Well, she does Galactus as well, doesn't she? She does everyone. George actually ordered the Vader mythos. If you didn't pick up on that, yeah,
I did.
So that's after George saying 2-3 weeks ago, I'm never ever going to fucking order from Sideshow again until anything's in hand. Fuck Sideshow.
I thought about that, man. When
motherfuckers, fuck them all. And then he calls me up the other day.
Before you judge me, before you judge me, just know I had like $250 fucking $300 of rewards and credit to use. And more importantly, I fucking like this.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, you know what? Okay. I can wait till the unboxing. When they pull it out and they unbox it, if it looks no good, I'm just not going to pay. I'm going to ask for my money back. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's still good.
No, I think you'd be good with this one.
We'll see. I've got loads of pictures of it. I'm gonna keep the prototype pictures. If it comes and it's nowhere near it, I'm just gonna cancel.
Right.
Simple.
I thought Ventress was your wife.
My new one.
Don said, I've been having a great time watching Boba Fett. It's hilarious. The scooter chase had me reeling. How many episodes are there?
This is 5 today.
Was there likely 6?
I think it's 7 total. 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
think
meant to
these
make you laugh,
last.
though?
I think these last couple episodes are gonna be.
They need to be,
Yeah,
apparently,
I think so.
from what I've heard. Yeah.
Last week was good. Last week was
I
good.
don't think the Vader is a miss. I just think they could have done another mythos. Yeah, they could have, but
Well, one thing you got to understand about Star Wars lines, you're always going to get Maul, Vader, and Boba. Every single one. Think of every Star Wars line, every company. Those 3 characters are always in every line. So,
yeah, but to be fair, I mean,
same
that
Marvel,
Vader was a
same
while
with
ago
DC.
as well. This is the second time they've done a Vader, right? Like from this line.
Yeah, but
So-
they've done about 4 premium formats, haven't they?
Oh yeah,
something like
Done
that.
about 4
Every
premium
year.
formats and 2 mythoses. Yeah.
I wish they'd have done this head on the premium format. Then out of 100%, and I usually my it's not a complaint, but it's just the fact. With Vader being your favorite character, it's hard collecting him because he has the same look. Now that's another thing about this. With me not collecting because it looks different.
Yeah.
But normally,
dude, tell me that
always
doesn't
looks
look
the
the
same.
shit though. It looks well good.
Oh, I'm not saying it doesn't. It's not realistic.
Who's the unmasked one as well? Who is that?
That's Hayden Christensen.
It is, isn't it?
See, this is when I knew this is when he was young, because the first year he had the suit, he had to kind of learn it and learn how to had to kind of reinvent himself. You know what I mean? Because and he almost got a few times because he wasn't,
When we're gonna get a mythos Watto.
That'd be funny. So
I think XM will be doing more for sure.
I've got to be honest with you though. I actually think the unmasked and the damaged portrait are better than the portrait.
damaged one is. I love the damaged one.
I think both of them, the unmasked and the damaged one.
Unmasked was great too.
First two.
Actually, the first one isn't too bad because it does still have damage on it. If it was totally clean, I don't think it would work.
But I
It's
think
got
would
a
like the other
big,
two.
massive dent in the top of it, and then a bit on there. And the good thing about it as well is looking at the one on the left and the one on the right, the damage isn't the same, which I quite like, because normally when they do it, they'll have the same damage.
I got you.
Yeah, and I think that's quite a nice touch.
Definitely going with the exclusive one as my favourite. And
that'd be really
then the
high.
unmasked.
Mm-hmm.
I love that he's like shredded up as well. Like,
there's
something about that cape. I just think that's fantastic. That cape. I couldn't make the same mistake twice and not get this Vader like I did the other one. I made a mistake in not getting that other Vader. I won't make it something I won't replicate.
It's nice. 24.75 inches high to the top of that cape.
It's 24 fucking wide.
Is it?
Yes. That's big. It's a big piece.
Yeah.
Another thing I don't like
nice.
what they do with these mythos, how they do whatever this is, the surge that they got at the base of the lightsaber. I'm not a big fan of that either. But
Oh, the little bulb.
the little bulb.
Yeah,
I
little
don't
chop.
like that.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, I assume though with you say about you would like that head with the actual premium format, but with the premium format, I assume that they have to do it exactly out of the film. I mean, and then I assume with the mythos, they've got more freedom to kind of go into a bit more stuff. So that's why they can do all this. Because with the stuff with XM, if you wanted to do movie stuff, you would literally have to show a still image and show that's what we're making it from. That's where it's from.
That's why I'm shocked that they approved that. I'm like, because Lucasfilm is very strict.
Well, that's why. Do you know how bad it was? This is how bad it is. Yeah. Do you know the fucking Anakin, the little Anakin? Yeah. Do you know they wouldn't let you texture the sand because on the poster it's smooth. That's how bad it was.
I believe it.
And it's like, well, you've got the Darth Maul, yeah. The Darth Maul, you have all this texturing on the sand. Can't we do that on the Anakin? No. The poster's smooth as anything, so no. It's just, oh Christ.
Yeah. It's not like Marvel and all that kind of stuff, y'all. That's the frustration we deal with.
Well, there's all now. It's all this. Yeah, so I mean, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Just so fucking using the flaming sword and all.
Sorry, brother.
I like that. Just see the detail there on his bicep where he's all like burnt. And, yeah.
I do like on his foot, the one that's this you can see the toes that's in the prosthetic.
Oh yeah,
You see what I mean? Because like it wouldn't be just one piece, because if that he'd be falling over. Because you need your toes to keep you balanced and everything. And I like the fact they showed that it's got toes that's on this false foot.
Oh, you're gonna get this, bro, man.
I'm not.
You put it in your bathroom or something.
In the bathroom, clean to have a damaged portrait.
No, I can't do
Darth Vader wears a cloak, capes are much shorter.
It's a good call.
So I think I've got these images twice, but there's just the detailing there. There's the set together. I'm not a fan of that Emperor.
Yeah, I mean,
really don't like that. I don't like the way his legs are together.
Yeah.
I bet you don't, you fucking pervert.
It's almost like he's like, if you look at his legs, he's like a fucking lolly, like a lollipop where he's got like the stick at the bottom. Or do you know, like
what you think about when you see his two legs together? You think, oh, you sexy lollipop.
Yeah, sexy lollipop in your cape. No, but it looks like, do you know, like when you get like an action man or something and their legs are together like that, there's no, articulation, there's no like movement to it. There's just like the stiff.
My issue with that thing is just there's an angle on it that I'm just not too sure about.
Yeah. Ventress
looks just a little bit of a tilt. I don't know if that's intentional, but it just looks a bit much. And I'm not digging that weird purple hand either. Ventress looks great.
They put him with the new Maul, and it looked like they were facing off, and those two look good together. But the Ventress is amazing.
She looks fantastic.
So, Gio, I'm telling you, I would highly recommend.
I've got to be honest, though, man. If I've got Vader and Maul, it's only a matter of time before I fucking succumb and end up buying that if I find one cheap.
It is unavoidable. It is.
It's unavoidable.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable, isn't it? It's inevitable. Yeah. I'm going to buy that fucking old man lollipop.
Leave that Justin Bieber Obi-Wan alone, though.
Oh, you don't like the mythos Obi-Wan?
Because his hair looked like Justin Bieber's, like in a rap. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Plus, I can't stand Obi-Wan Kenobi anyway.
I get nightmares from the video of that, because literally when it was turning around and literally nearly snapped the lightsaber in half. Do you remember that?
I remember that, yeah. I remember it.
Yeah, God.
Are you talking about the original? I'm talking about the new one. They made a new one. They got one that goes in this line.
Yeah.
That new one.
Yeah, the one that looks a bit more animated.
No, the old one is amazing. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's why I was a bit confused. Yeah. It looks a bit animated, the new one.
Yeah.
And it's just got that crappy robot on the base.
Yeah.
Yeah. This then is so Infinity Studios are going to expand their line, and they're going to do an Achilles, and they're actually going to do a Ragnar Lothbrok as well. So they're going to do more like a mythology line. That could be quite cool and quite interesting to see what they come out with that.
Yeah, because you know that the Ragnar Lothbrok thing is
myth,
is a legend.
Yeah.
His sons, if you can call them the sons, because the problem is anyone in Viking history that did anything noteworthy said they were the son of Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yeah.
Because he's not like a real person, he's like a mythical person. So the sons are historical sons. And his brother, apparently his brother as well, like the person who becomes like king in France, or marries the French princess, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I've forgotten his name.
Rollo. I just said it 4 times.
Rollo, yeah, Rollo. That is real. He's real.
Yeah.
And then his sons are real people, like especially Ivar. All of them have historical relevance.
So this Ragnar is based on a historical interpretation of the real guy, or based on the History Channel show. This will be like this will be like the legend, the myth. Apparently he's a real dude, Josh has said.
No, he's not a real dude. There's no historical proof of his existence. 0. As a fact. He has relevance because his sons went on to achieve crazy things, and they said their father is Ragnar Lothbrok. That's his relevance. He's not historically. There's not any proof that he was ever around. where there are proof of either, and he had, I think, 3-4 other sons. Iron, what's his name?
Bjorn.
Who?
Bjorn.
Bjorn, yeah. And because he sailed around the Mediterranean. There's loads, but his sons are the ones that have the historical relevance, and he's the person that does.
And Lagerford's real as well.
He's the legend.
Lagerford's real as well.
Well, they say that he's real, but there's no proof like there is with others. Just word of mouth stuff.
And then also they're going to be doing their Ring Wraith life-size bust is coming soon. So this is the images of that, which this piece is going to be ridiculous. I mean, look how big that is. That's a real life-size sword. Imagine trying to display that.
That's awesome.
It is awesome, but yeah, no idea where anyone would put that. But yeah,
it looks crazy.
It looks great. It looks absolutely fantastic. The base looks great as well.
I wanted to ask about this. Is this the base then? This is what's underneath the cloak.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame it's hidden. It's a bit shame it's hidden, isn't it? Quite nice to be hidden.
Because it looks hidden in that last picture. And that's
it's just the cape is over it. No.
I wonder if you could see. I'd like to be able to see what that looked like.
Yeah, it's covered up. It's
you really can't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
it's a shame, real shame that.
It's a shame because it actually looks better than some of a lot of the wetter stuff. That looks better than that. And that's all covered.
That's cool, man, that.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch these.
What, Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
I rewatched them recently.
Yeah,
they're still great. They're still great. This ends group shot. Obviously, we showed these last week and they look fantastic as well.
These are the 1/10 That's why I sent it to you. You asked to see what they look like together. So now you have it.
Yeah, looks great. Really good.
Did you grow up watching ThunderCats, or is this?
These guys used to crack me up every show, man. It's like, yes. I used to. And Mum Rob was my guy because it took him 15 minutes to say like one sentence. You know what I mean? I used to love him. Used to love it.
She reminded me. Mum Rob reminds me of my mum.
Yeah.
you remember the one when he tried to transform and the ancient spirits of evil was like, no, we're not changing. He's like, what? They're like, they whoop your ass every time, man. He's like, we're not changing. It was hilarious.
Really? Well, so he tries to summon them, and then they
told him no.
Not today, buddy. Not today.
But they said, okay, we'll change you. He said, but if you lose this time, that's it for you, man. He was like, okay.
Unlike the other guy from the movie, he was my favorite when I was a kid.
Which one's that?
The one that had like the tooth, the lion, the brown.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His name is Grun. It's his name.
He was a Thundercat though, wasn't he? Like back in the day. He was
previously,
yeah.
He was like, when I was a kid, he was like my favorite. I don't know why. Yeah. I was like, he's fucking awesome.
But do you know in the comics, I think what happens is they do a He-Man and Thundercat comic, and Mumra comes in and kills He-Man.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
Does He-Man? Yeah. But I think he obviously comes back, but yeah, and basically he's like telling Skeletor what to do. So Skeletor's his bitch. But that happens in when She-Ra comes in as well.
I saw one of them things, that's probably one of my favourite things to look for on the internet at the minute, or certainly on
Skeletor
Facebook. Is the Skeletor ones.
Yeah.
It's like Skeletor's like layered and he says a quote and then the next
time he's running off. Yeah.
Running off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the one I heard today was if a deaf woman gives you a hand job, it counts as oral sex. Until next time. I was just like,
oh, man.
I just started laughing my head off. I was like, that's fucking brilliant. Kept it as well.
These are then the 1/3 Magneto from Legendary Beasts. It's a massive piece. We didn't put in the Cyclops one. We didn't put the Cyclops images in, but I'm not really a fan of that Cyclops. I think it just looks too much like the XM one. It looks too much like it. This is huge. I mean, you can take off the energy beams, but it's massive. Yeah,
I don't like it.
I'm not a fan of the third scale stuff anyway. I think it looks a bit too stiff.
I don't like it all.
It looks too rigid and something about them. I'm just not.
It's well fucking like. I don't like the sculpt on it. I don't really like the pose on it. I think it looks awful.
Yeah.
I think the only thing it's got going for it is its size.
I don't know if that works though, because it's too big. So you have to be like a massive fan to warrant displaying it like that.
It just looks weird. That whole looped up shoulder thing, the other shoulder so far down. Looks like, well, like when you go to the front of it, I mean, like he's like fucking, was he doing a can or something? Is
he based? Is he based on that X-Men before?
Yeah, the Jim Lee cover. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Not as wonky as that.
Well, he was doing like more like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I don't like this at all. I got to be honest, I don't like this, and I don't like their Cyclops either. I think the X-Men's a bit of a miss compared to the stuff they're doing with the Avengers. I think the Avengers.
Well, the Thor and the Thor's the best one easily.
Thor and the Captain America are nice, very nice.
Franco.
I don't like these at all.
But even the Captain America was like a bit too much like the Statue of Liberty, the Son of Liberty, or whatever. Sentinel of Liberty. Sorry.
Maybe they're copying homework over there.
Yeah. Well, that face looks nice.
Yeah, that was a nice portrait, but like I say, the rest of it's just not good.
This is Triangle Studios. This is I don't know the character, but this looks really cool. Really cool.
It's a snake woman.
Yeah. So some kind of snake. Yeah, some kind of yeah. Looks nice.
Is that a statue or is that a render? It's a render.
That looks like a statue because it looks like it's got sheets in the background.
Yeah.
Jesus, if that's a statue, they did well with that.
Yeah. They did some good stuff. They did a really good Mai as well from King of the Fires. They did a really good one.
Nice.
So, this ends the Gimli from Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. Great base there with the orc underneath. And that's the bonus parts. The Urukai Berserker helmet. Still doesn't actually have the measurements.
Fucking awesome bit in it in the film as well.
The white hand of Saruman.
Yeah, where he's like, "Who do you serve?"
Saruman.
Yeah.
It's got quite a lot of switch outs as well. Loads of switch outs on there.
What switch outs does it have?
Well, he's got like an axe tucked in his hip. Actually, doesn't. They're not switch outs. They're just pointing out parts. Normally these pages show switch outs.
I was going to say.
There's no switch out.
Thank you.
Apart from that helmet. Yeah, apart from that bonus helmet.
What do you think of it?
Gunderson,
what do you think?
I like it. All these Prime 1 Lord of the Rings pieces are like, especially the Legolas. To me, they
it was Medusa, that woman.
You know. So yeah, I like it. I don't think this one really. Gimli really, you never really see him without his helmet or anything. So I don't really think it needs any switch outs. But I like it. I'm a fan of all of them so far. And we call it the Aragorn. I love the base on the Aragorn with the dead kings and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That one was amazing. So they all look great in my opinion.
Quite a lot of people. So a few people are getting in there. Neo Automata, or whatever they're called. Prime 1. This was the piece that was selling for like $3,500. Sorry, and it's just like it's hard to tell from these pictures. I mean, the prototype's on the top, and then the pictures are on the bottom. People are not happy with the way they don't look like the prototype, but in all honesty, it's quite hard to tell from these images. And then that's the images there. They're both bad pictures, so quite hard to tell. But it was a lot of money. I watched a guy unbox it today, and he had a few defects on his.
Is that is that? Wait a minute. Is that one on the left a prototype?
Yeah.
And the one on the right's a production.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Wow. Yeah.
There's so much wrong with that. I can't even fucking tell you. That's a really, really fucking bad attempt if that's what they've delivered.
Give me a second, y'all. I got to sort this dog out. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, for the price of this as well, I mean, this is $3,500. And one of the other things as well is people were saying, well, it's not going to be a very high edition size, blah, 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 blah. There is a deluxe version, no edition number. They didn't even put an edition number on it.
It's got no number.
It's got no edition size on there.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Who is this by?
Promo?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why hasn't it got no number on it?
How's it going, Nick, in the house? Yeah, I don't know.
Why hasn't it got no number on it?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's so like weird. Maybe it's because it's through Square Enix as well. So Square Enix are going to be kind of like putting it out there as well. But again, for the price point and not having an edition size, that's a bit of a kick in the nuts.
You need to know what the number is on that.
You need to know how many are made. You need to know. Yeah. It's ridiculous. So people are not going to be happy about that. This is then the Prime one. These are some pictures that Sean sent us. So this is the Dark Knight 3 and the Joker, Batman Who Loves. They look great together. Really good together.
Love his lighting as well.
Yeah. They're really cool. Also, Pure Arts have joined the party. They're making Lord of the Rings as well. So that's about the 6th company now making Lord of the Rings.
Funny.
Everyone's getting involved in that.
It's almost like what happened with like plasma television, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
isn't it?
That's a bit different from plasma television because for a certain period only LG could make them.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. Yeah. Like it starts off with like one person having the license to make Lord of the Rings, which is Weta. And then all of a sudden,
and Sideshow.
All of a sudden, it's just like every fucker's got them about 7 years later.
Well, I think
until the patent up, and then now they've got it.
What I think what happened was basically they said, okay, you're making them for this time, and being Sideshow, they probably had like an exclusive rights for it for their core scale. That's probably expired because they haven't done one in a long time. And then with the anniversary come up, the 20-year anniversary of this and Harry Potter, they're probably like, all right, everyone, do you want to make Harry Potter and do you want to make Lord of the Rings? So you probably see a lot of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings coming up everywhere. So yeah. Okay, that should be the last one, but this is the measurements for the Bloodstorm. This is 72 centimeters high, 37.4 deep, and 37.4 wide. This is the Queen Studios piece. It's an old 90s comic, I think, is with Kelly Jones, where there's all vampires take over and you kill all the vampires, and then I think he even becomes a vampire at some point. But yeah. XM made a piece of this. 1/6 scale. Hand sculpted. Cool. Yeah, it's a cool design. Very dark. Almost goes with that, that sort of Sideshow Nightmare line, but that's 1/5 scale, I know, but that kind of line. Cool. Not very good pictures, I'm afraid. Yeah, where's his fangs? Yeah, exactly, Paulie. I said on a post actually, where's his fangs? Because he should have vampire teeth. So he doesn't have them. Or none of the heads. Yeah, that's a bit weird. None of the heads have his vampire teeth.
Because they're quite big, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're like big, exaggerated vampire teeth, aren't they?
Yeah. This then is the Joker, police officer Joker. And I don't know how some countries are even going to be able to, you'll be able to ship to some countries with the gun. I don't think you'll be able to.
You're not going to be able to.
Certain countries are just not happening. Canada, that ain't happening. Malaysia, that's not happening. Singapore, that's not happening.
What happened in England?
Yeah. So I don't know how they're going to do that unless it's some disassembled thing. I don't know. Yeah, that's going to be really hard to ship. I don't think they thought that through very well.
Because that's a life-size rifle.
It's a life-size replica of a gun.
Never get that through.
Wouldn't fly in Australia either.
Nope.
Yeah. Got a very thin waist. Yeah. I don't even know. I
Looks
mean,
good though.
it looks cool, but again, I just don't know how you're going to be able to get this anywhere. I don't think that's really, I don't know.
Looks cool. Wouldn't want it,
Yeah,
but
looks
cool.
like him. I would never own it. Life-size Elita, Queen Studios, sculpted by Romo Shopper, actually.
Wow.
Looks pretty cool. I do like the film. I do like the film a lot. Same with the Infinity Studios Ringwraith bust. Yeah, you might get away with it a bit more being a sword, though. Even the Elita, she had a sword as well. So I'm sure that some countries would have had a problem with that. But
it's quite a
a gun
futuristic
is a
looking
totally
sword
different.
as well. Isn't it?
But a life-size rifle like that, yeah, that's going to be a problem. That's really going to be a problem. Hope they can work it out. But yeah, if you're getting the police local, it's fine. Yeah, but
basically, what's going to happen is, let me just tell you, you're going to get your pieces of Heath Ledger in police uniform doing this.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they put a big fucking veiny strap-on dildo thing on his fucking in his hands
Big
to give him
double-ended
something.
dildo,
One of them double-ended ones.
yeah.
Double-ended
No,
dildo and just have like standing there like
did they
this.
say what material the rifle is made from? Not on here. I can't see it here. Platinum silicon, real fabric, glass size. I don't know. I honestly don't know. No price yet on the Elita, Josh. You've got a Phalos life size again. Oh God, so big.
What people are not telling you is that's actually a full-size picture of the caravan that it's in.
I think the target market for that Joker is going to be China anyway, so it won't be exported out. Probably. Yeah. This one is Queen Studios, isn't it? This is looks like Jetpack versus. I can't see what the other one is.
Megatron.
Is it Megatron? Optimus Prime
think it
Jetpack
is.
versus Megatron. I can't even work it out. There was a video of it, but I haven't seen it yet.
No.
This is the Queen Studios Venom.
This is a production piece, though, isn't it?
Oh, is it really?
I think it is.
It is Megatron Decadence. Says just. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the 3 layers of teeth.
This is one of the best looking busts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's no critiques I'm going to give this at all. I think this is one of the best looking busts I've ever seen in my life. Looks unbelievable bit of work.
Like a little bit of drip on the end of his tongue.
It's unreal.
Yeah. No, it's cool that you got the Carnage as well. I hate Carnage. I hate Carnage with a tongue. It always looks like a Twizzler. Like a strawberry Twizzler coming out his mouth. Girlfriend's going to kill me. Got this coming, Nick. Yeah, he's got this big strawberry Twizzler coming out his mouth.
You just lick that.
Oh yeah, this is what someone put up about the apocalypse and made me well laugh.
Yeah, it was well funny.
It
was well funny.
I don't know why that's there though. I messed up that. This then is I think she's called the Huntress or Hunter or something. I can't remember what she's called.
Dragon Hunter.
But this looks nice. Looks like Lagafur as well, but yeah, this looks really nice.
The unboxing is really nice. The piece actually looks really, really decent.
Yeah, then it's got the dragon scales on the cape. That's one in hand. Look at that. That's a really nice piece.
Rodney got one of these. I don't know. I can't remember if it was this one or not.
Yeah?
Yeah, he got one of them. I think he got the magic lady.
Well, that would go with his Call of the Deadline, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But this one I really like. Dragon Slayer.
There's real gems at 1/5. I think there's some real gems.
Tweethead's Wonder Woman they're going to be doing their line in 1/4 and in 1/6. I've got a bit of a problem with this because I don't think there's enough detail for it to be in 1/4.
Definitely not enough.
When you look at the images of this, that may fly. That's going to fly. That may fly at 1/6.
Not 1/4.
But if you do that at 1/4 scale, that ain't going to fly.
Nah.
Nah, it's just not enough difference. Like not enough textures, not enough and
realism.
I don't think that would fly at a bigger scale.
No.
Yeah.
It's definitely too simple. They're going to have to deal with that.
What is that she's standing on? She's standing on Ares, but why is she got like a weird cape shoulder pads or something?
I think it's like
Well, she needs someone to fucking stand on. She can't stand on his shoulders, can she? She'll fall off.
Yeah. I mean, the base looks cool, but again, I just think that if you had this at 1/6 and you just go, all right, we're going to blow up
imagine that
in one quarter, that's weak. Yeah.
That's going to be a big piece, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Just looks a little simple, doesn't it? It looks like it's
too
lacking some
basic.
refinement.
It's really too basic to do that. Really,
it's lacking some refinement for sure.
It's Joey. Yeah, Joey. Ichiban for men. Yeah, so this was
actually a big talking point over the last week.
Yeah,
where literally someone showed pictures of their apocalypse in hand, and the blues are looking purple. I don't think there's any dispute in it. It looks purple. So this is what's in hand. That's the prototype. That's the. I think I don't know if that is that the production.
These are the.
No, but the lot that you stop going back and forward and stand the fucking picture I'm talking about, and that will help. Is that the production piece there? Is that the prototype?
I think I had a prototype.
Right, so that's the prototype. So you can clearly see there around the helmet how his finger across his eyes are done. You know, basically the bits on the top of his head and around the edging of the blue armor. It is a darker blue.
Yeah.
But it's blue.
Well, that's it there, like when you go back. And the guy actually said, yeah, but the guy who had it in hand, he says that when you have it in warm light, it's one color, and when you have it in white light, it's another color.
Do you want me to tell you something you already know? Seeing any of the lights doesn't fucking look like that.
No.
That's your problem. You can talk all this fucking shit. You can start trying to twist and prism words about the paint.
No, I'm not trying to twist them. That's what the guy said. The guy said
I'm telling
it in hand
versus the prototype. This is where you fucked up. Let me explain. You have given the prototype to somebody and he's shown it so close to the production that now it's too close. Now it happened and now this is happening, and the difference in time is about fucking 3-4 weeks. There's not enough time. So what's happened is the referencing has been like, okay, well, which one is which? Which one's a prototype? Which one's a production? They look really different. And you've got all these pictures and comparisons like this. And you can't argue. You cannot argue here that those blues are purple. The statue looks great. It still looks great, but it's purple.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any photos of this yet in any light that shows me that this isn't purple.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you going to do about this?
Well, I don't know. Just see what the team say about it. It's not me personally, is it?
Well, you better have a fucking word and come up with a better excuse than this prism shit of light and things like that.
No, I'm just saying what was said.
Pictures.
I'm not saying what, that's not my excuses. I'm just saying that was what was out there. The guy who posted the stuff on the right.
I'm hopeful that you're going back there and saying, well, we need to see a fucking picture where it looks blue. That would be a start. You need a picture from somewhere where it looks blue and it's in hand. Because at the moment, every photo, even the guy going, oh yeah, in different lights, it looks a little bit blue. It's really clutching, man. It does look purple. Yeah. It looks like there's been a mistake. I don't know if there has been, but it certainly looks it from photos.
Yeah.
I mean, that still looks purple.
Well, that's the one where they said it's definitely blue, and it weren't. Yeah.
What do you think? What color is that?
This one to me looks. It doesn't look as blue, but this one looks blue around the shoulder to me. That's where the purple comes in, and on the armor on the hand.
I think that's the same color as this, I
don't know. This one looks like right there. That looks that does look purple.
But but you see, this is the so go back. Go back, not that one. Go back. Go to the close-ups of the purple one. Go again. It's not this. Yeah, so there you are. You can see there, right? So look at that picture before. See how the purple around the top of the head and the lips matches around the collar and around the shoulder pads. Can you see that?
Right. Yeah.
Can you see it's the same color?
I can. Yeah. Yeah, now here, it's clear, but like when he held, for some reason, when he
Right,
held
but
it,
don't worry about what the color is.
Okay.
Don't forget about the color. So I don't need you to tell me what color it is.
Okay.
Is the shoulders and around the neck bit the same color as his lips in this picture?
I honestly don't think so. For me,
You
it
think
looks
they're
dark.
different colours?
It looks darker to me.
On
Just
the,
in my
on the
opinion.
lips?
On the lips, yeah. Then the collar does. The collar, no question to me, is purple. You know, but the lips to me just look a little bit darker. What
does it look like to you, Al? Does it look like the lips are the same color as the sleeve and the arm? To your eyes?
From this picture here,
yeah,
there's a slight difference.
Right.
Yeah.
What's
So
more purple, the lips or the
collar?
The collar.
The collar is to me, yeah.
The collar's more purple than the thing, but not by much. And it could also be that that's more to do with light, where that bit's darker. So because it's darker, it looks, you know. Wait, can I zoom in? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, now I think it's the same shade as this inner part of the collar here.
Yeah.
And but like the outer part to me looks more purple than the lips do.
Right, so let's go to that. So now we've seen that. Let's go to the other picture, where he's with the apocalypse head. The sideshow apocalypse head.
Inside you, that's bad X, isn't it?
Huh?
That's bad X.
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks blue to me. It just does.
Does it look bluer to you?
Like a more electric kind of blue, but
I think I would agree. I think this is definitely more blue than purple.
Yeah.
That definitely looks more blue than purple.
But the armor, no question, is purple.
This here looks purple.
Yeah, that's purple. I mean, it's
but then if you look on the back of his head, that looks blue.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is purple. I don't know. Can you see what mouse I'm talking about? Like
yeah.
That's so that looks purple. That looks purple. That looks purple. That looks more blue.
Yeah. So maybe the question is then, maybe it can't be the light, can it? Because we can see two different colors. So the parts that look purple are purple. Because the part that looks blue in the other light is the part that looks blue in the purple pictures anyway.
As you say, it's definitely a different blue to...
It's different. It's definitely different. You're not going to be able to... No one's going to be able to make anybody believe that it's the same in different light. I'm fucking sorry. It's never going to happen.
This is just like ask any photographer or artist to understand any colour and light. Maybe it's just the metallic effect. It looks much darker blue. These are the kinds of lips you... These are the kind of lips that get you in trouble. It doesn't give me confidence in their war tank paint app that this is just teased. Again, I feel like paint app was rushed to finish before the Chinese New Year.
Might be something in that, JCG. There might be something in that.
Regardless of what the light looks purple, and the rest seems to match the prototype in different lights. Damn, but I was thinking about getting X and Apocalypse. I guess I'll wait for the reviews. It's clearly different. The last minute tweaks are getting annoyed. Same with the Gambit arc. Just give us the prototype we paid for. My 3-year-old daughter says it's purple, so it's purple.
I'm with your 3-year-old daughter. I think she's the smartest one in the room.
Yeah, I mean, again, the colours of that looks is colours you really want, isn't it?
That's the real issue, and I still maintain that half of the reason why there's this hysteria now is, like I told you, it's too fucking close. Whatever happens now with XM, they need to understand that they need to have a gap. Show your prototypes. This weird thing that's been happening at the minute, it really is fucking them up a bit. When they're literally like, right, it's ready. and no one's seen it before it's ready, it's no good. Because what happened is that basically you start seeing the prototype around, and it's not been long enough, and the production's ready, and they remember. Everybody can remember what they saw in the prototype. They're like, that ain't right. That's not the same. And it's just there. Whereas when Sideshow were doing it and they switcheroonie all the details, there's a 6 months, 8 month gap in it. People forget a little bit. So them subtle changes are really subtle. Whereas in these are just like a brick to your face. And you're like, what the fuck happened there?
Yeah.
It's a bit like that. You see what I'm saying? The timing makes this worse, in my opinion. The colours definitely are not prototype colours, but the fact that the prototype art showed was like, I mean, what's the date on that video?
Or
3
like
weeks
months ago, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like now the production was shown like the start of the week. So it's like 3 weeks difference. That's crazy. There's people that probably still have that on their fucking watch list and they're still looking over it because they've got the pre-order and then that came out. I mean, I remember when the unboxing was done, the XM unboxing, the official video, which was really close to Art's video, probably a week difference. And everyone was talking about it on the comments. It's purple. Where's the purple come from? It's purple. Why is it purple? And everyone was like, oh, it's the lights in the unboxing video. But I think it's a bit of a cock up, to be honest.
Didn't this come out in like October? So it wasn't too long ago, and then they said it's gonna be shipping in January.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it is, yeah.
Actually, maybe September.
Something like
this has been even worse for my. Sorry, this has been even worse for that cycle pre-order. All that was shown were renders, not the prototypes. As for me, the production piece missed the mark really badly. I thought that one looked pretty good.
Yeah, so I've not heard that. I actually heard nothing positive things about the White Knight one. I mean, that's a bit of a mind blowing piece. That I think their production sample on that looks unbelievable.
Dark Spartan 62 looks blue to me, a dark blue, but I think it's more to do with the lighting. Cool white and warm light will change how the piece looks. I use the one that brings out the most accurate color.
There is one other part of this which we need to take into account, which is that Art's pictures are outside, which is neither.
Well, it's more closer to white.
It's closer, but it's not. It's closer, but the difference between outside and inside any lights is vast. I love pictures of statues outside. That for me, that's the truest interpretation of what the thing should look like. I still think it looks amazing. It's not enough to have me cancel.
Outside is outside similar to, like in the Kelvin scale, outside similar to white. It's like 45,000 or something, isn't it? 4,500, and then warm is like 3,600.
Yeah,
which is more yellowy, but yeah, so he's close. But
you're talking about a number. You know, you're talking about a number thing here. You got to remember how your eye sees things can't be captured in a number.
No, but where
outside,
he is really...
looking at a statue in a nice outside light, outside, environment, and then taking pictures inside either lights, I don't think it's going to be right. What I really want to see is Art get his in and take his pictures outside, and then compare, because that's what needs to happen.
Yeah. Well, he will be again very soon.
Hope so.
Yeah.
It's not enough for me to cancel it because I still think the piece looks amazing, but I definitely think it doesn't look the same.
Well, I mean, if you look at the colours on the base, the colours on the base on the right look better than the left, no?
I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think the colours on the base.
But then the colours on the statue on the left look more accurate to the character.
Pardon?
The colours on the statue on the left, the actual figure, they look more like the character, though. That's the problem. Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed. Totally agree.
Yes.
Forenzi had a good question. He was asking, did the XM4 Horsemen, were they related to this, or were they separate line?
Yeah, they're separate.
That's what I know.
Well, no, it's they are kind of like, obviously there is a storyline with Apocalypse and Four Horsemen, but yeah, it's a separate thing, and it's actually got there's a whole world attached to it. There's going to be a whole storyline and comic kind of story to it, really. So there'll be a whole thing opening up about it.
Because remember the Apocalypse Four Horsemen are actual comic characters.
Right.
Yeah. But this thing is there's a whole line, real big line.
But you
going
could do
on
it
with
though.
this. You could display them together easily. Yeah. I did ask about the scaling of the Horsemen, and the person I asked, they said that they think it's 1/4. So yeah, I assume it's 1/4, but they're going to be coming out. They're going to be coming out soon. Not really, because again, XM haven't made any 1/5 pieces, have they? So why would
Perfect time to start.
Well, I don't know.
That's the line to touch on that.
I think if you want to kind of go into your own line and you want to attract your kind of collectors, then if you go, we're now going to do this in 1/5, you may be branching out to other people, but you may then lose the people who you were going to get before.
Potentially. I just think that the fact of all like riding on monsters and things in quarter scale means they're going to be so big, which means they're going to be so expensive, and because there's no nostalgia behind them, no one's going to spend that kind of money. So they're going to be very, very low edition size because no fucker's going to buy them because no one has any idea who the fuck they are.
But then you would like to think, I don't know how, I don't know this side of it. You would like to think if it's an unlicensed kind of line, that you're not paying licensing fees, so you will be saving some money on that.
Well, let's see.
In theory, I mean, obviously the artist needs to be paid for his work, and it's his line, so he's going to need to paid for that. So I don't know.
It doesn't seem to work anywhere else, does it?
Well,
and Sideshow do their own line of things. They're priced accordingly.
Yeah.
In line with the scale and sizes of what they are.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Just have to wait and see. Yeah.
Watch this space. Yeah, I mean,
love that portrait.
These are the bases of the human scale Transformers. So yeah, so got these coming. Yeah, these are just teasers at the moment. Who's got the police car going past?
Oh, that's yeah.
Oh god.
19th floor, homie.
19th floor, you can hear that.
It's like a big major highway out there.
All right. Yeah. This is just an image just to show the samurai guys.
Yeah, I sent these pictures off because there's like this guy. I don't know where he shared these, but he just got all the samurai pieces together, and I thought they looked amazing.
Yeah,
I've not really ever seen them sort of this close together before.
Is it George Raw? No.
Don't know.
No,
Genuinely don't know.
Then use the other ones here. So, Samurai, Deathstroke.
I love it, Deathstroke.
That's really deceptive and makes it not look very big. Damn, when you look at it like that. And then Bane, even that makes it not look big. These pieces are massive. Nice.
They're so big that the only reason I don't have any is because of the size of them.
This then is a repaint of the Sideshow Collectibles Psylocke. Do you know who repainted it?
Nah.
You suck.
I've been talking to him as well, like just on the thing the other day. Did a great job though.
Yeah. Really nice. Look at that portrait. Oh, is he ripped off all the media?
Yeah, he's ripped off all the media. He's like sorted it all out. He's changed loads on it.
Wow, that face is great.
It's got shading.
Yeah.
Everything.
Beautiful.
Great. Yeah.
It's what I'm talking about, Thor, when you look at this, and I'm talking about paint. So when you go back on that photo there and you look at just the faces alone, it's a completely different face just by the skill of the painting. Look at that.
I see what you mean.
What even there? He's added like the lats on there, isn't he? The obliques.
Maybe they were there. They were just washed. They were painted so heavy that you don't see them contours.
Sam Stats, shout out to Darth Castle. Missed the show.
No, the show's back. We were on Friday. We're back on the.
There you go. Yeah, and even like with the shading, you can see all the musculature on the back there as well.
Appreciate you, Sam.
Yeah, but that's there. That's definitely in that sculpt. It's
yeah, you
just,
can see it there, but you just can't see because there's no shading in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's great.
A fantastic job.
it's an amazing job, man.
Then Punisher 2000, he's just done a switch ahead for the Sideshow one.
Oh,
So he's done
wow.
it to look more like the
Jim Lee.
Iron Studios one, Jim Lee.
Yeah,
He's
Jim
also
Lee.
added the Magnum as well and the big gun and the
Wow.
sort of shotgun. He's added all that to it.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Rodney, not here to see this.
Yeah, and he's also done on
Yeah.
the right. That's a conversion of a not Walter White. Who's the other guy? Mike. That's a conversion of Mike where he made him into Jigsaw.
Jigsaw, yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow,
yeah,
that looks fantastic.
loads of switch outs on that. Damn.
Because I know Rodney hates that the painted face.
Yeah.
Because he says he's never painted his face like that.
Yeah.
So
well, there is that cover which is like a Punisher 75 where the lighting looks a bit like it, but yeah. But yeah, this is cool. Really cool job.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And then you also got that there with the Iron Studios one.
Chainsaw, wow.
Chainsaw, yeah.
Still in the bag.
So,
that's crazy.
I like that.
God's going to. It says on the bottom there, God's going to sit this one out. Yeah, different.
He says it at some point somewhere. I remember him saying that.
He says something I read the other day, which made me laugh, where someone says something to him, and he says, "Well, why'd you say that?" And he goes, "Like, oh yeah, we all follow you." And there's like a police car. It's like so it's police officers. They say something to him about, "Oh yeah, great work, Frank," blah blah blah. And then they say something, and then he kind of like asks them a question. They point to their car. They got a Punisher sticker on there, and he goes over and rips off the sticker. And he goes, "I'm not your hero. If you want someone to look up to, I think Captain America's available." And he just walks off. Yeah, it's quite a good panel actually. This I can't remember the character, but this was one of the ones from what we looked at last week. I think it's Arthur, or not Arthur, but the other one. Do you remember we had like the big George and the Dragon? I think it was St. George. So this is one of the ones that they've done there as well, just to show that I like this little dude here, like really Dark Souls kind of character looking on the back, but you can't really see it. Stained glass window. But yeah, really cool piece. It's a shame though, because the back looks awesome.
Yeah.
Looks almost like She-Ra. This then is custom Black Bolt. Looks a bit weird.
I really like this.
What version of Black Bolt's that, do you know?
Yeah, I was wondering.
It looks cool as fuck.
Yeah, I like it. I've never seen this.
I've never seen that version of it. It looks very cool. Do you know what the head is?
That's Vulcan, isn't it?
No idea.
From War Kings.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
I think it's Vulcan. Cyclops' brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Don't quote me, but I think that's
really nice sculpt on this as well. The body sculpt on this is very, very nice.
First time I saw it was when you sent it to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I was impressed.
Isn't he a little smaller though? He looks a little big.
He looks like
this guy. Whoever this
looks like
jacked the fuck.
Yeah, he's jacked.
This looks like a bushy sculpt because everyone bushy sculpts is on the juice, aren't they?
Bushy sculpted. This needs to fucking send me this.
Yeah, I like it though.
I really like it.
I just never seen him like this.
Fucking ominous that is.
Yeah, it's cool. And then
I think that's Vulcan.
Yeah, it's nice. Really nice. Co-signature collectibles are just saying the teaser for their Superman. So they got that coming soon. And this, I'm assuming this is from Diablo.
Yeah,
I don't know the character, but this is like one of those Diablo. This isn't that Tyrius or whatever his name is, Tyro. No.
Might be. Sounds familiar.
Can't remember his name. But I know that the Taurus did one before, and it was like
pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm drinking Guinness.
Needs the iron.
Craven. I like some things about this, but then this portrait I don't like. But I don't like the way the the lion is like weird, like it's carved out of wood, kind of stone effect, and then it's got a big spider that is attacking a spider at the front, and I don't know, it's just a weird.
This looks to me like a Saber-tooth revamp.
It could actually be easily Saber-tooth. You're right.
I think this is what this is.
I feel like
I
he
think
needs to be
someone
holding the
started a
weapon.
Saber-tooth and went, fuck it, let's do something else. That is just the build, the pose. Very much looks like that.
It's got potential to do something really well, and I do like the style of his jacket, where you got the half and half lion head, and I do like that lion, but I just think it's weird how it's like, if you look at the back of it, it's like a plant, like the bottom of a tree or something, and it's carved out. It's really, I don't get that part of it, but I like, there is something I do like about it.
Maybe it's not meant to be a real lion.
Like a spirit.
It looks like a carving or something to me.
Yeah, it looks like a wooden carving out of the tree. And then, as I say, if you look at his front paw, he's grabbing a big spider.
Yeah.
Pushing it down.
Maybe it's a carving. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
There you go. That's better. I feel like he just need to be holding the weapon.
Yeah, I don't like that face. So.
Yeah, the hand thing.
I prefer that face.
Yeah. Too saber-toothy, that. So just with the blade and the different hands.
No, I don't like that one either.
I don't like that head either. I don't like that head.
It's fucking Wario, isn't it?
That one works.
That's Wario.
I like this one. Yeah,
that one works. Yeah.
That one's fine. That one I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is.
But with the spear, yeah.
Looks wonky now as well.
Yeah. I mean, there's something about it that I hope that they can adjust. It's got potential. Something about it. Reminds me of the Craven Last Hunt story. That Craven Last Hunt story is well depressing.
Build's wrong. The build on this character is so
too
wrong.
Big. It's too big.
Like I told you, this is a Saber-tooth that's been converted to me. It just doesn't look right. Craven's not built like this.
There you go. Look, Jalen says looks like an unused Saber-tooth.
Thank you.
Another brother of Tyrael from Diablo, Mithril. Is that right?
Mithril.
Yeah. God. Yeah. It's a shame, really, because that could be good. Leonoric in hand. So, yeah.
Visionaries.
I remember these guys.
Yeah. In an age where science was more powerful than, where magic is more powerful than science.
Yeah. See statues.
He looks too happy with himself, the one with the mask on, with the helmet. He looks far too pleased.
I don't like the heads.
No reason to be so pleased.
I don't like the heads at all. And also,
the portraits that's the best, probably the best one. That one.
I don't like the chest piece as well. The way that's done, with this solid, like this kind of like matte black like that. The way it's carved out, I don't know. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah, because it's meant to be like clear. It's meant to be like the same as the lion.
But I guess that when you have the light turned on, it must be good. But then also, you're going to display with that lion coming out anyway. I don't think it looks good without the lion there.
Yeah.
When you have the lion there, look at that. That's the shit that is. Yeah. That changes things.
That's crazy.
Owl.
Huh?
Coming out of the totem.
He's got the best ones, and he's got like knowledge and fucking, what's it, knowledge and power.
Leadership.
Yeah. Leadership. You get that guy with the big fucking snail. Yeah.
I like to see him make some centurions.
It's got this massive dude that pops out and fires like
arrows, bow and arrow.
Arrows.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. This looks weird in his mouth though, with the teeth. It looks like it's got weird. Like
that looks weird.
It looks like
bad
when
it's lit up, it actually does it really well.
Oh, okay. I don't think he likes it.
It's for when it's lit up.
Yeah, that's it. Really, I haven't got any lit up on this one. Although. I'm not sure who made this one, but Josh did send this to me. These are another Morrigan. So it looks quite good, actually. It looks nice. Though the HMO one was better. But this then is...
I think this Nova is made by the same people that make that Black Bolt.
Yeah.
You can
It's a
kind of
really
tell.
nice
Yeah.
piece and all.
Yeah,
I don't know who I don't know who this is.
I like
It's
it.
making these pieces, but they're really
I like
nice.
it. Yeah.
That Nova's
Yeah, that
nice.
was good.
And
I
that
don't like this
Ronin
one.
is the
Yeah,
shit.
that looks. I like that.
I don't like that Ronin.
I like it.
Nah, I
He looks a
love
bit
it.
dumpy, doesn't he?
I love it.
Nah,
Comics,
man.
perfect.
I like it.
Mm.
Shouldn't the hilt on the hammer be longer though?
Well, he's holding it down, and
He's holding it high up,
he's holding
Yeah,
it
no,
like
I thought it like kind of
right under his arm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
I
think it
thought
goes
it was,
under
I thought
there,
it was
but-
supposed to be like a staff kind of almost, but with the hammer.
apparently this is
I don't think
ATF.
so. I think that's about right.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it comes all the way down to here. He's holding it there. It comes down like about,
Yeah, but it's not
Yeah.
staff size. That's
It's
fucking
not.
cool, man. I'd love to have that. That's right up my street.
Yeah, I like that one. That's
Same people are making the Craven.
What?
Same people are making Craven.
That image you just showed.
Apparently.
Are you saying that the people that made this are people that are going to make that Craven?
That's what I just read here, yes.
No fucking chance.
XM needs to make a Nova ASAP.
Yes.
Yeah,
they
that's
do.
the character that they should do.
Look at that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Shit, that's nice.
This is a custom Spider-Man. So you got the oops, sorry,
He's a
wrong
bit
way.
swole, isn't he?
Clean, and then you got the battle damage version. So yeah,
Bit too muscular, this Spider-Man. Too bulky.
I do like the switch out option because it does change the whole bust out, which is quite cool. And then also you get the negative zone version of that, and
Yeah, that's nice.
and then yeah, it's quite cool. Yeah, this is just because you know that Thanos on the throne.
Yeah.
That Thanos on the throne is $850 plus shipping.
That's an amazing price.
That's well cheap, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't say super cheap, but compared to today's prices, you know what I mean?
Well, if that was a licensed piece, it would be like about $1,200-$1,500.
Yeah, damn. This is then the last level 4, which I saw you complimenting this.
Me?
Yeah,
I
you were
really like
complimenting
this. I think this is fantastic.
Kind of reminds you of the Sideshow one, though, doesn't it?
That's
Yeah.
why I probably
Yeah.
like it, because I have the Sideshow. I like that.
Well, you got the switch out arms here, so his arms down,
Yeah,
his arms bent out, and then
has a
with
hammer.
different heads. Yeah, hammer.
Yeah, but then it also has I think that hand that's up can also, I think there's one that's got the axe in it.
I think I like the helmet on this one better, though. Like the one, the
Yeah.
one, the
Well,
other
they played
helmet,
it
the other
safe.
helmet.
They played it safe, not showing any teeth on either head.
Yeah,
They
that
played
helmet.
it safe, like
I
having
like
them all
that.
closed. This feels very Bowen, Peter Rin says.
Oh, the
I like it.
The movie Ronin Hammer is longer.
yeah.
Yeah, the movie one is, yeah.
All three of them are, all closed mouth. They'll keep the planet safe,
Don't need to have
And then back
teeth
to
on
that.
everybody, for fuck's sake.
Oh, but if you're going to have 3 heads, why not? That's it.
I like him stoic, actually. I don't want him screaming.
It does. So yeah, we got to the end anyway. Even with your technical, I just stuck my finger in my beer. God damn it!
Lick it. Oh, God. I hope next week I've got headphones, man. It's a lot weird.
I feel like I should like that Thor, but I don't. I only like it from far away, or like so far away that it's like a little line in the distance. Well, what do you when we meet up anyway?
Huh?
When do we meet up?
I was thinking tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's the short notice, isn't it? Jesus.
Yeah, I was
What?
thinking I might take Georgie to that St Albans Park. It's going to be
Oh,
bright
really?
tomorrow.
What's that? That auditorium? What I can't remember what it's called now.
Beryllium.
That's the one. Beryllium.
I was thinking about going in and maybe grab some lunch. Thor, you're more than welcome to come along if you want to, bro.
Well, I wish I could. I wish I had a real Millennium Falcon so I could go around and visit everybody, man, and hook up the ribs when I get there.
Fucking wake up everybody in my house with that fucking big thing.
And you spell it Verillium.
What's that?
Verillium.
Oh, yeah.
Verillium.
So talk to us about Darth Castle, man. What's on the agenda?
Well, actually, this Friday we got a guest coming on. Is Matt Mazarek.
Oh, the painter.
The painter, yeah, he's coming on, and
great guy.
We're gonna talk to him and hang out, and he's got to take the armpit hair survey, and as everybody does, to come on our show, and yeah, we're just gonna hang out. Next week, Todd is coming on, and I actually reached out to Titan to see if she wanted to come on, and that's still pending. So
she can't speak English.
Titan and I can't pronounce her last name. The painter,
female painter.
She can't speak English. She can't speak English.
Yeah, I heard. So,
yeah, I saw her in person. She can't speak English, so she won't be on your show.
Okay.
Well, she might be.
She might. I mean, she answered fine. She used proper grammar and everything. Yeah. I mean, we would. She's in the group.
Yeah.
So she did say when I was messaging her, she didn't understand. I was like, we do a YouTube channel. We feature your work. She's like, oh, what do I got to do? I was like, well, we send you a link. And
it's good to see you back, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It's been a while. I had to get moved and everything, and so I appreciate everybody being patient with me. And
sometimes
it's hard though, because
you need your time away. I mean, I don't think people realize how much time and how much energy it takes to do this. I mean, I know it is a lot of fun to do these chats and to do these videos and things, but to even do the Facebook stuff, but it takes up so much time. It takes up so much. And I like helping people. I like talking to people. I like people messaging me, but it gets to a point of sometimes where you're just like, I need a break. I need to just shut all this down and just step away. I need to just clear my head. And so, and it's hard to do that as well, because then people, obviously then you meet so many people that they then worry about you quite a bit, and then they're messaging you even more, going, "Dude, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay." Yeah, I just need a moment. And it just kind of gets a bit, So, yeah, it's tough. It is tough.
Definitely.
I struggle. My thing is I struggle with how people communicate. I find it very hard, because you got to remember, like, when I say some words, or whatever I say, they're my words, right? But once they leave my mouth and go into your ear, it becomes mixed up in all your history and all your feelings, and and then the words become different things to you.
Well, it could be about context
than what I
well.
mean. Mm-hmm. Which is I find deciphering that a lot of the times hard, because I'm very much, I talk on here how I talk in my life, so it's very much like how I treat people. So I don't understand when I'm online and people act a certain way. Yeah. And if I meet you and you're not like how you come across, then I won't talk to you again. That's pretty much exactly how I am. And I actually tell you, because I've met a few people that pretend, on these YouTube channels and things, that pretend to be sociable and pretend that they're all friendly and they're all, softness and light and approachable. And then when you meet them, they're just like not that person. And I'm really unforgiving in that way. So I don't look the other way. I'm very much, first impressions for me, that's your shot. You fucked that up, I got no time for you. Because I can't deal. I think that first impressions are the ones where you're meant to make the most effort. You're meant to sort of show the best side of yourself. And if you're showing me a shit side of yourself on the first time, we're only going downhill after that. I was really disappointed, actually. I have to say that I was incredibly disappointed in the group. When Alex posted that we were going to be doing this, and you got some flack because of your feelings on the Darth Vader. I was disappointed seeing that a member reacted really quite savagely, I felt, And I thought, Jesus, is Thor fucking his wife, or did he run over his dog, or is he, molested his cat? What the fuck has happened? Something must have happened. Like, they must have been going
Yeah,
at
that
each
guy
other.
that guy hasn't really commented before on the channel, has he?
No, I was like, really, I was really disappointed because when I looked as well, that person I removed, that he'd been in the group about 3 years.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, I just expect better things. I expect, I understand, that, somebody's going to say something about a statue you may like and you may disagree and all of this kind of business. But the second that becomes enough for you to personally go after or attack somebody because of their opinion on something,
he was
on a statue as well, it's very hard for me to sort of to regulate that, to make that make sense in my mind. It's like something I'm not very good at. So I find things like that really difficult. And I think, because obviously the line of work I do, my history and where I'm from and what I'm about, we talk to people properly. Otherwise, you're in trouble. In my professional life, you can't do that. You can't say something like that to someone because they're just going to turn around and say, "All right, put your gloves on, get in a fucking ring, get in the cage." And then you got to back up what you're fucking saying. Pretty quick. So it's like it's just a bit, strange. I find it hard sometimes. Sometimes I find I need to shut off from that because I end up reading words a few times over now as I'm getting older. When I first got on Facebook, I read a statement. I assumed what it meant. I either took offense or I didn't take offense and would start talking to somebody from that mindset. Either I'm offended or I'm not offended or I'm irritated or I'm not. Now, in fairness, Alex is a person that's probably taught me better. Because I would say, did you hear what that fucking guy just said? Listen to this. And I've screenshot it across and he'll go, yeah, I don't think he means that. I think he means this. And you're like, hey, he fucking does, doesn't he? That's exactly what he means.
Yeah, but you never admit that. Whenever I say to you, because you send me the screenshot going, look at this fucking dickhead. He's going in the dickhead folder. And then like you send it to me and I go, no, he's saying that because of on chat fucking 169 you said blah blah blah. And then you'll be like, yeah, fuck him anyway. You won't say, yeah, you're right.
The other day I did it to someone on the YouTube. Someone like put a comment on there. I think they were just cracking a joke and I was a bit like, oh, like that's fucking positive for you. And he was like, what are you talking about? I love you guys. I was like, oh, good. I didn't read that.
One last question here. Yannan's asked, which is a question for you guys. What do you think about Sideshow now exclusively distributing tweet heads? Do you think it's good for collecting or another smaller company been snatched up?
Thought go.
I mean, unfortunately, it might be a result of our situation in the world, and you got to resort to what can keep you going. Tweeterhead is still a small company. They probably can get more exposure with Sideshow maybe. And I mean, kind of is what it is. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, they used to get the exclusive stuff when Tweeterhead distributed on their own. And maybe now, especially with the problems with the shipping, like with the, with getting the boats and stuff in. Yeah. So it might be a better way to get your pieces earlier. You think about it like that.
From a UK. Sorry.
Am I right in assuming then that now Sideshow are going to hold the exclusives for Tweeterhead, or is it just the regulars?
I don't know because I read it differently from I've read it from someone saying that they will be now holding the exclusives. But from what I read and the way I interpreted it was Sideshow will be holding the quarter scale exclusives is what I read. That's how I read it. But I don't know.
So they're still going to be distributing the 1/6 scale or the 1/5 scale, whatever one they're making on their own, is what you're saying.
From what I read, because initially, for example, George had to get Hordak through Tweetheads because he wanted the exclusive part. Right. So from what I've read, it appeared that the quarter scale exclusives will be through Sideshow, but I may be wrong. That's how I interpret it myself. And when other people interpret it, they're like, "Oh, now Sideshow will distribute it all." But I didn't.
Maybe I'll chat to somebody I know, and he'll tell me.
Yeah, because Dave or someone. Yeah.
They might be doing it to try and that deals with the shipping boats and all that stuff to probably get you your piece faster. Maybe is what they're doing.
Or maybe
Oh,
it's like you
okay,
said,
okay.
maybe,
Someone is saying here,
Right.
and this is not
Everything.
how I read it, but Sideshow will be distributing everything to Tweeterheads.
Wow.
There'll be no orders on the Tweeterhead site. Wow. Okay.
Maybe it's just easier for them to just not have to deal with the shipping.
Maybe
I
that's
think it's what you
what Pop
said.
Culture Shock do.
I think it's probably to do with the current situation,
Yeah.
finances. This just makes it easier to distribute.
But there's also obviously Sideshow becoming a distribution company more and more every year. So probably if you then do your distribution through Sideshow, Sideshow will go, all right, well, you know, we still got that license for, you know, that thing that we still got that G.I. Joe license going on. Would you like that? You know, would you still got, you know, they might even say to them,
throw you a couple
you
of
know,
bones.
you get these licenses then, and we'll take your distribution over, and we'll get this percentage and that percentage.
I think
you make these.
I think when it starts to become a danger is when we start to see interference. As long as Sideshow stay out of what Tweeterhead are making and their art direction and the way that they're going, they got to let David Igo and his team do their job and build what they want to make and how they want to make it. As long as they stay out of that room, just, you know, it's a little bit like that. What's that? It's that fucking, you know, where Seth Rogen. You know, with Seth Rogen, where he gets that girl pregnant. What's it called?
Well,
Knocked Up.
Oh, Knocked Up, yeah.
He has that conversation. He says, "That's my room. Stay in your fucking area. Stay out of my room. You know, back the fuck off." It's pretty much that situation. As long as Tweeterhead can keep creative control of what they're doing with no interference, then I don't see there being any issue. Definitely, accessibility wise, is easier for everybody that they're through Sideshow because it's quite easy website to navigate, payment plans, etc. Communication's easy, so
it's cheaper as well for the shipping to get. Like as a selfish point of view, you get points. You know, you get a bit of everything going on. So from a selfish point of view, being in Europe, you know, and you want to get the exclusive part, it's going to be better for you. I mean, I don't know whether you needed any replacement parts or anything. I don't know how Tweetheads were with that, but Sideshow are always really good.
Hordak was mint.
Alexandria. Hello, everyone. I would like to know what you guys think about the value of the pieces to buy in your countries, because to practice this hobby in Brazil costs a lot of money. Well, in Brazil, you have 100% tax, so you're fucked from the start. It is something a lot of sacrifice, but when I watch your videos, this, at least for me, motivates me to continue collecting. And thank you, and keep going. Thank you. It's really
Listen,
nice.
man. As long as it's financially possible for you to do that without anywhere else, that's what's important. Always remember this is just stuff. That's why I get so funny about people getting offended by an opinion or a statement on something. It's just stuff. The connections that you make here should be what drive you. You treat everybody like a friend. Treat everybody like a brother. Understand that it's a niche market, really, and we're all in it together, and we should all be fucking putting our arms around each other at this time. And at any time, you know, we should try not to fall out with someone who says, you know, this is blue and this is purple, or this is, you know, good and this is bad, or this doesn't make sense, or this is stupid. That's an opinion. And the last time I checked, if we didn't have a different opinion, we'd never have anything to say to each other.
No.
That's the fucking point. Imagine how boring this hobby would be if everyone wanted the same
Imagine
pieces.
how boring anything would be.
Well,
you wouldn't talk to no one anywhere about anything. If they felt like you about everything, it'd be a fucking pointless conversation.
Yeah.
The whole point in life is to get to get a different perspective. Perspective is key. Because you can learn something through perspective. You learn nothing with just what you know.
But then there's also the other element of, if everything coming in and you say everything is amazing and everything's perfect, then companies are never going to improve. You know, if they put out shitty products, they're never going to improve. They need to be told that they're not doing something right. And if people speak out about it, then they make a difference, they change.
But like I was saying to Alexandre, as long as you've got food on your table, your bills are paid, you're not in debt, you know, and you're happy and balanced, then, you know, you continue. But It's only about what you can afford. You know, it's what it's all about. You know, that's the top and the bottom of it. But yeah, I feel what I want to always try and say as well is I feel a tremendous responsibility that people understand that, you know, there's a lot of channels out there that they ain't paying for half the shit they're showing you. And you should remember, most importantly, don't try and keep up with no one, and don't feel like you have to buy to be in the clique with these people, because that's the mistake. At the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, if you have a statue, one statue, right, from 2003 or maybe whatever, 2009, then you can come into RaddTitan and talk about statues. I don't give a fuck. You don't need to buy the next piece. You don't need to buy the biggest, baddest pieces. It's not what it's about. And if anybody is trying to sort of lead you down that way, then that's not the place for you to be.
Yeah. That was what it was like. Again, we've repeated this and we sound like a broken record, but when we got into the hobby, it was very elitist. And that's one of the reasons we started doing what we did, is because everyone
that's
was
some of the reasons why those elitists don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Because they have now been overtaken by people they'll never catch, which is, you try doing 150 reviews a year of a brand new statue. You put aside $200,000 to pay for this shit. Let's see if you can keep up, because you ain't going to keep up. That's the truth. That is an impossibility. That is stuff that is sent and it's free.
Yeah.
And it's not being told to you that it's free, because they want the opinion to be respected and the response to be respected. If they tell you it's free, you're not going to be interested in listening. And that's the truth also. You're going to turn the volume down and you're just going to look at it yourself. You're not going to listen to a word that they say. If they said, yeah, thanks very, if it was like a proper, like, like a, I don't know, Jurassic World toy review, they go, thank you very much for Mattel for sending me this stuff, which is what they're meant to do. But they're not doing that. They're just going, I've got this. And they open it and they show it and then they go, oh, this is great and this is great and this is wonderful. And then what happens at the end of it is there's people out there that are getting broke on this shit. There's people out there that are thinking, oh, I need to get that. It's like it can be an addiction. You need to grasp it. You need to understand that that's what
it's like that in all hobbies. It's like that in all hobbies. There's a big thing about keeping up with the Joneses, you know. It's like,
don't keep up.
That's more like neighbours, but it's always about keeping up.
Try to follow, because a lot of the leading channels of today, they're not spending any money, not anywhere near what you think they're spending. In fact, they're spending less than everybody else.
Yeah.
So don't fucking think for 1 minute you want to keep up with them sort of things. As long as you got your bills paid, as long as you've got food on your table, your kids are healthy and safe and looked after, wearing fresh kicks and shit, then spend your money on your money.
If statues are being given for free and I'm still being bombarded by affiliate links from statue reviewers, that's mental. Yeah, all over. What did you guys think of the new Inari Terminator rework? It seems they redid the face and it looks all right. Still not for me. It looked better, but still something off.
Did you see it, Phil?
I did see it was okay. Like Gio said, I mean, like Alex said, it's all right, but it still doesn't. Something's off a little bit. You know.
Yeah, what do you think about this story in regards? Because obviously you've had like a big moment happen in your life recently, something like earth changing for yourself. So what do you think about this?
What?
You know, mate, your boy saying about collecting in his country and it's expensive.
Oh yeah, man.
When I hear a comment like that saying, you know, I watch your videos and it inspires me to do well, to carry on doing it. Some people would see that as a compliment. Other people see that as a responsibility of, listen, for Christ's sake, you know, if you can afford it, buy. Please don't follow the channel to buy everything out there and feel this pressure, because I feel like that. I have that sort of feeling.
Yeah, this 100%. Just be patient and get this stuff. Don't break yourself. And you know, this again, it's just stuff. It's fun. It's fantastic, and I could even put a test to the first couple of years we did open mic. Like everybody, you know, we had Tim and the whole X-Men crew on. They were all opening all these X-Men pieces all the time, and you know, just personally, I had to wait. You know, me, I love Sith Lords, and at that time they weren't being produced, so I had to wait years for them to start making this stuff. But you know, and I felt obligated once they came out. Like I got to keep up because they were customs, and a lot of times you wait and you get them later on, they're a lot more expensive. But even now, if you wait, they come down. Like I've seen some of them that they were coming out there and selling them for even less now than they were. I think it's due to the pandemic and everything, but still, it's just stuff at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It just don't sacrifice yourself to keep up with anybody's collection. And if you like it, you get it. Again, if you don't like X-Men, don't buy X-Men statue. Somebody else said, "Oh, this is the statue to have." You know what I mean? I'm just, that's why I think, I think I did that with Ghost Rider. It wasn't because everybody else had it. I liked it. But then after a while I had it and I was like, this ain't me. You know what I mean? So like that had to go and a couple other pieces had to go.
Yeah, you got a good return on that though.
Oh, I did, yeah. I sold to Junior. Junior wanted and then actually King David ended up, he has it now. So it's like it stayed in the family. So that's like the family Ghost Rider. You know what I mean? So but
did you buy Vega and Cobra Commander? Yeah,
I did, yeah, all that stuff split. I mean, that's what when you first get into it, you're like, wow, this is I want this, I want this, I want this.
Yeah.
And then after a while, you just got to realize you can't have everything. You can't.
It took me 7 years to acquire Doom on Throne, right? Exclusive. It took me 7 years to find it for a price that I thought was agreeable to pay for it.
Yes.
I've had it in the collection. I don't know how long I had it for, but I sold it and I bought my wife something. I'm about to have, I'm about to be a dad again soon, in not very long now, 7 weeks or so, maybe, God willing, touch wood. And I wanted to get my wife something, for her effort and that, what she's been doing. We've been together a lot. We've been together, in this Valentine's Day, we've been together 14 years, married, 14 years married. Been with her about 3-4 years before that, so it's nearly 20 years. I decided that's what I wanted to do, and that's also something that this hobby should be. You should be able to do other things. If you want to sell something, you don't have to plug all your money back into it. I sold that Doom and I was like, right, this is the right opportunity to put this money towards something that I want to get, for my missus. So that's what I did, and that also will last. So,
and that's another fun part of this game is the actual hunt and the waiting, and is a piece that you never thought you would have that eventually you get, and like the fulfillment you feel once you get it. You know what I mean? You don't have to just, I gotta hurry up and go get it, but like you wait, like you say, you wait for a price that you're comfortable with, and eventually, like the speeder bike I had, I sold that too, but I never ever thought I would have that. Like I bought that piece for $750. Yeah. But because it didn't have a box, but I had to drive like 300 miles to go get it.
Yeah, I had to do the same.
Yeah, but it's nothing like it when you get a piece that you never thought you'd have, and you get it for a price that you're comfortable with. It's just.
I think you should do that with everything.
Yeah.
I think your first job should be, especially if it's like a grail piece or something that people consider it to be highly sought after. You should try to see it.
Agreed.
Once you see it with your own two eyes, however you can see it, you should try to. Then once you see it, you should be like, I would pay this much for that. And if that price ever pops up, to buy it or close to that price.
That's why I'm surprised with this Vader. You know what I mean? People I never imagined would have bought this Vader or buying this Vader. And I'm like, is it because it's, it's the end thing and everybody has to have it? Because like, that's kind of what puzzled me. Like, that's why I did that video. I was like, really? You gonna buy this? And I thought you was Superman, all this Batman mess. And I'm just shocked that there's so many people that outside of Star Wars people. I'm really surprised that many people,
I mean, you got to remember as well, like that. But you're talking to somebody. I don't collect movie pieces.
Right.
I've bought it. So from my perspective, and I bought it, and I bought it day one. I bought it as soon as I see as soon as it came up, and I went through all the pictures. I ordered it about 10 minutes after going through all the pictures. I went away, thought about it, looked at my points, spoke to a Sideshow person to find out what I had in credit, how to access it, so I could look at it. And I was a bit like,
Didn't even speak to me about it.
No, I didn't speak to you about it. No.
Didn't even speak to me about it. Normally he'll come in and go, you know what? I'm thinking about this, thinking about that, whatever. Just come to me and go, yeah, so how you been? Whatever. Yeah, how you been? Yeah. Ordered that fucking Vader, didn't they? Like, what?
Just slip
You
that
ordered,
in there.
yeah, what? You ordered Vader? Yeah, ordered yesterday. I was like, but
Jenny
I was
did
just
the
like,
same. Jenny, my wife said to me, she went, "You don't collect Star Wars pieces." I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, but I do like Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars fan." You know.
It
And
was
I
just
said,
like, you said you're never going to order from Sideshow. What? But okay, yeah. It caught me by surprise. It
you
really
say
caught me
things
by
out of
surprise.
anger, don't you? I mean, honestly, if we kept track of every bad word I'd ever called you, we would never still be friends, would we?
Well, barely are. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I do like that Revan though. That XM Revan. That thing is like I've actually pondered selling this one to get that one.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be a sleeper piece, a very low ES as well. Like
that's just
if you're going to jump on it, you got to jump. Like obviously, this doesn't go against like the same advice if you can afford it, but you understand my point. If you are going to do it fast.
It's 1/5.
Because I reckon in a year's time, piece is going to be selling for like pretty big money. I mean, the details on it look really quite spectacular, you know.
I know.
Oh no, he meant he was never going to order a Dark Side from Sideshow again.
Good point. Well done.
Which Red Sonja are you talking about there? He's looking for a Red Sonja in 1/4 scale, reasonable price. That's my grail right there. The
that 1/4 scale. Well, I'm
probably
guessing
the one
maybe
with
the
the
one
snake.
with the snake. Maybe the one.
No, I can't imagine he's talking about the old one.
No, the new one's nice as well, though. The new one where she looks like the wild
over her shoulder.
Yeah, she looks like the wild. She looks like the wild.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
That's
I
nice
still
as
prefer
well.
the snake one.
The snake. I like the snake one better.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people prefer the new one.
The Prime one is nice too.
Yeah, there's a bit of a drop in quality, but yeah, it is nice. I did read a comment somewhere. Where did I read one? So I was just trying to catch up with these now. This has been a great show. You three should do it again.
Anytime.
I watch channels and live for the hype and just go with the theme. I brought it to review the channel and sell it after. I did that. I used to do that a lot. When we started the channel,
bought it out.
Yeah, I used to buy. Yeah, I used to buy a lot of stuff and buy it to review it. In the beginning, when I look back over some of the videos, and I do it by time, by date, and I go reverse, and I look back over, I'm like, holy fuck, I don't remember owning half of this shit because I just bought stuff to see it.
Yeah, but
that was the option.
I think at the time you were really enjoying the process.
I was really enjoying it. I was enjoying buying them. I was enjoying the excitement of getting the prices on, because I got some very good prices over the time. Over the time, like on eBay, and
Jews always land on your feet.
Yeah, well, at that time on eBay you could buy stuff well cheap, and then you could find stuff on groups really cheap. I mean, I bought my oldest piece in my collection, the longest serving piece is the Hellboy. I paid £130 for it. It's like stuff like that. And there were pieces that popped up £200 here, £150 there, £180 here. And I was just buying them, just to see what they would like. And I just knew that they were worth more. I'm like, I know these are worth more. Worst case scenario, I have them a little bit. And that was the problem as well, is buying loads of cabinets from IKEA and having the room kind of set up and having empty cabinets. That was the problem, because then I had to buy a load of shit. I had to buy a load of shit to fill up.
For me today. I suffer with that still.
What?
I sold Doom, so now there's a space.
Yeah.
And I'm like, literally, I have to be like, no, we'll just sit back. Just
do you want to borrow something?
No, I definitely don't.
You got to lend you something to stick in the space. Jesus.
All those cubes on the bottom, they're all empty.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, shit. No, but that was the case. Is like, literally, I bought all these Bestas, and I was just like, I've got like 5 spaces. If I put them together, then I've got like 8 spaces. So I was just buying shit to fill up spaces at the beginning. And then I was enjoying the reviewing process as well. I was enjoying seeing George Moore and, spending the time to do that. And then the excitement of the channel growing. And it was just like, fuck it. I've got the money. Why not to do it? So I just kept buying them. Yeah. Children of the Atom. That's how that's in there.
There he is.
There you go. Hey, fellas. Hope
He's only
you're
commenting
doing
because
well.
you're here, mate. He never fucking chats to us.
The Scavenger Queen.
Yeah,
I have the steak one already. I told you that's the new one. He's after the new one.
The one with the axe, what she's doing like that. Yeah,
she's beautiful. She looks like the wildling. She's like some lady. She's like a lady or something, isn't she? She like fucking lived in a castle or whatever. The best collections are built over lifetime, slowly over 6 months. Yeah. Also, the best thing as well with collecting is, even though I do work for a company, I probably shouldn't say it, but I think the best collections are collections made up of a variety of pieces as well. So not just Sideshow pieces, not just XM pieces, not just Prime 1 pieces. It's better when you have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit, and I think that is when you got that variety, it looks better. When you have loads of Sideshow pieces or loads of XM pieces, you start to, or Prime 1 pieces, you see the patterns and the themes of how they're made, and they kind of start to blend in together more,
I think so. But that's why I like Thor's the line of Thor's where they're all mixed. But I was going to say, because there was a picture, I was going to say to him, but I thought it'd be a little bit rude, but fuck it anyway.
Darth Maul looks massive.
That he should, no, I was going to say that Maul, like, he should put the Vader up near the Maul in some way, because the sizes are closer.
Only reason I kept them there was I just wanted them close to Palpatine.
Yeah, I would probably go Palpatine up, Maul where he is, and then Vader up and bring the other lot down. So I'm saying,
I do. I would have to move Vader, like you said, up there, because the Maul, when I put him up high, he looks so much better up high.
Oh, I know,
because he's like, he's diving down. And
did you have any issues with your Maul?
I didn't. No,
you lucky son of a bitch! No breaks. Wow.
No break. I was a little worried when I was moving that he might break, but
Force is strong.
Yeah,
they knew they were sending Sith dark power.
That's the most broken, the piece of the most broken returns and reported broken pieces out of any XM.
Again, there'll be another piece that in years to come will be highly sought after because
so limited, so limited.
It's 275, I think that one is.
Yeah, there's no way. There's literally about.
It's the most breakages.
Oh right.
Now, if you know,
there must be like 150 of them
companies. What is it? Out 5%?
5% is acceptable. 5% is acceptable. Yeah.
So it's the highest for XM. So I'm guessing it's over that 5% ratio. So then you're going to have to knock off anywhere from 5 to 10% off that as a minimum. And then you've got to talk about.
Yeah, I mean there are some very good repairs out there. I mean, what's his name? Fuck.
We got a guy here makes it look like nothing happened.
Fuck! I've got like Lewis Valamar. He did some really good repairs on site. He did a lot of repairs for
5 to 10% there, and then the people that have basically broke them themselves, which it's a negligible 2%. Over the time, maybe more. So that's like anywhere between 12% off that thing. So it's probably 200 of them in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, no King's his cane broken.
Yeah, all the capes broke. All the capes broke. It was not very smart to.
The part around the waist.
Yeah, the cape. It was. They should have done it more at our PU. Yeah.
All that is from them.
The problem
I couldn't believe it when I saw it. When I saw the unboxing of it, I couldn't believe how they packaged that. I couldn't believe how they thought that would be okay.
Well, no, the problem was they did the drop tests, and I saw the videos of the drop tests, and they fucking like really abused that box big time, and it was fine, it was fine, and they were like, all right, cool, ship them. No, no. That's the thing is, sometimes all it takes is like, have you ever like when you're putting your statue away and you knock it. Sometimes you knock it like really fucking hard, and you close your eyes and you're like, oh my god. And you literally literally pray, you hold it, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be, and then you look at it and there's no damage. And you're like, oh fuck, okay. And then other times you tap it, and like the lightest fucking way, and so like a finger falls off, and you're like, what the fuck? It's just that angle. It's that angle.
I also feel that it's the heat and the cold. So I feel what it is. It's not just the drop test, right? Because that's in the same environment, same heat, same humidity, same thing, right? Take that, make it cold, make it hot, make it cold, make it hot, then throw it around, then see. Because it's that changes. The composition of the material starts to shrink and expand. And if it's hot, it's more supple. It's going to.
Well, it's like what they do with chocolate, but they do it with glass, and they do it with steel, and they temper it, don't they?
Yes,
and,
right. Yeah.
You know, I guess that you don't really temper polystone, do you? So, no. Yeah.
The first night I slept here, I'm laying in bed and I heard something drop. I said, "No, that's Phasma's gun," because like her hand is kind of loose, and I got up and that's what it was. It fell. Her gun fell out of her hand. And I had to glue
break.
The sight broke off. I had to glue it back on. But you know,
I broke some statues. Did you break any statues when you moved?
No, I did. I think I did break a light. The lightsaber is always susceptible to break. That's one thing that sucks about these things, because there's a bulb inside, and then even if it bends and the plastic part is all right, a lot of time the bulb breaks, so you got to send it to the guy to fix it. But
yeah, I've done 2 or 3 of them. Yeah. I did.
When you moved.
Yeah, the annoying thing was it was like pieces that I don't want to get rid of. And it was just like, hey, you motherfucker. So I've done one of but the other one is like, I did one of the glass pieces on the Weapon X. So I'll get Robin to do that. And it's actually, because it's like broken glass, it's not really a big deal. I did Moonstone. And there's a bit on Moonstone, which was like one of her flappy bits. And that kind of come loose. And I think there was 3. I think there were 3 actually, but I can't remember the other one. But they're all stuff where it was like, fuck it, okay.
This one, I was waiting. I wasn't gonna sell it, but I ended up keeping it. That's Darth Plagueis. He's a Mun. He's like 8 feet tall, and he has a light pike, which is a staff with a lightsaber on top of it. And the thing is like those cases are all 27 inches tall. So he's like 26. He's like this far away from the top, but his lightsaber wouldn't fit in it. It was already broken. So I'm gonna I end up cutting it off because I'm gonna send it to the saber guy. I'm just having to make it shorter because it was bent. It was like this bent. It was already broken. But I was trying to, like, when it went out front, it just didn't look right. That's what I'm just.
What's the reason why I want these mythos ones? Because I don't want light up sabers.
But sorry, the calyxes you have. Mm-hmm. They're 27 inches inside.
Okay, so these are all. They used to be. They're meant to be bookcases. Like they all. They all had shelves in them. So I just didn't put the shelves in. Yeah, they all 27 high, 27 wide. Because the perfect.
But are they the ones that don't have a back?
Yeah, they don't have a back. No.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just don't put the shelves in. That's all you got.
How deep are they?
I don't want to say about, but that's the good part about not having a back. They're about 14 inches deep, but like a lot. Vader hangs out the back a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it. You can have them. You got a little space in the back because it's no back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I used to have Ghost Rider in one of these. Like his front wheel would stick out, but they're sturdy. They're not going anywhere.
I think they're too deep anyway. No, I was just like I wanted some as like a partition thing, but I think they're a bit too deep.
That's how I first came up with this, because like I broke one of the shells and it was just and I was like, well, I could put 2. And I was like, what if I just rip this out and put lights in it? And then that's just how I came up with it. So.
That looked nice, man. It looked nice.
Yeah, thanks.
It looked really nice. So that's the problem I have, is I've got like all these, like I really fucked up on my lights, and I bought them over time, and I like, oh yeah, I'll buy another one, I'll buy this one and that one. So when I was buying them, first of all, there were different temperatures. So I had these like spotlights. I had some white ones and warm ones, and then I bought these strips, And then again, they did the same thing where I bought different batches and there were like different temperatures, and then it just like my lights all over the fucking place. It molds up all over the shop.
I get these off of eBay. These are like
Yeah.
LED strips, and then I got them on this thing, and you can just turn them off like that.
Ah, it's smooth.
Turn them on like that.
Oh yeah. No, wait. Do the lightsabers go off as well?
Yeah, they all
Go
connect.
again. Oh, even the power. Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
I see what
So
you.
they just
All right.
sometimes don't all get the signal.
Yeah.
So
That's fucking cool, though, isn't it?
yeah.
But yeah, that's what. Well, it's got to a point now where you want to link it to your fucking phone and stuff, don't you? And just go.
I think they got some people got this on Siri or whatever it is, and Alexa, whatever that
Alexa.
is. Yeah.
Like,
I just
Alexa.
Alex's house,
Alexa.
and
Then you go like,
and
Alexa,
stupid
illuminate.
fucking iron, whatever lights from IKEA used to just be hanging.
Yeah. Like no, they just do like snipes. Yeah, illuminate, deluminate. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, guys, should we call it a day there?
Yeah. It's fun though.
Lovely to have Thor on, man.
Clap
Definitely
like,
have him
Thanks
back
for
on.
having me. It was great.
I was actually looking forward to Rodney, but you know.
Yeah, he's out there punishing.
I'm joking.
So next time
He's working, isn't he?
Yeah, he's out there working.
Yeah.
Man,
Very
love Rodney, man. But we'll definitely get it. We'll do it again.
Oh yeah.
You know, the doors.
I really tried to test his patience when I met him, and he's so fucking chilled, man.
Yeah.
He's so chilled, and it got to a point where I'm like really trying to push.
Just don't argue with him about something, and you'll be there.
Oh no, that was the thing. No, he just weren't biting. He would not bite at all. He was so fucking chilled out.
I'm gonna tell you a story.
To know what you're up to,
we went to watch UFC. We watched UFC together.
Before we go, I'm gonna tell you a short story. This is when I've decided I'm not arguing with this guy no more.
Oh, I wouldn't fuck with him.
I mean, just he ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just saying, arguing wise, you know what I mean. And so he's a big time Holyfield fan, right? Like Holyfield's his guy, and I've always loved Mike Tyson. This is before they fought, so we argued on the phone who would win, you know, and everything. And I messed around and looked outside, and the freaking sun was coming up. That's how long we started like 8 o'clock at night, and I looked outside. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I said, dude, that's it. I said, you got it. Holyfield will win, whatever. And it's just that's how long we were arguing.
What was your argument?
Well, who would win the fight? Because this is before they fought.
What was your angle?
Oh my God, I was, you know, I'm guessing the power and technique. You know, I can't even remember anymore. You know what I mean? That's how.
If you pick when, there's a different answer.
This was about a year before they fought.
Holyfield would still beat him.
Yeah.
Holyfield would beat him.
Yeah.
If you could take, I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you, if you took Tyson from 1987 to 1988, and you put him against any heavyweight, probably barring somebody like maybe Klitschko or late Lennox Lewis. Because you know the people don't realize, but Tyson's like 5'9", 5'10", and he's like 215, 225 pounds. That's a little heavyweight. But if you put him there, 86, 87, 88, I would say, right before things took a drastic turn for him, you know, I would say when he was still under the tutelage of like Kevin Rooney, I would say you would find it very hard to find somebody who could beat him, who could live with him, because he could do 10 rounds, 12 rounds like that, ferocious combinations, elusive, great footwork. It would be like there's no Holyfield of any era that beats that Tyson. There's no Holyfield in his whole career you can put in with that 87 Tyson, and he doesn't get killed in 2 rounds. I'm telling you, wouldn't survive. But take Tyson away from them years and put him with Holyfield,
right?
You know, around them sort of the times when they fought, there's no chance. Because you see, towards the end, Tyson was running on fear.
Yeah.
And Holyfield's not afraid of nobody. Holyfield's he's got God with him. He's not afraid of nobody.
I bet Rodney was
So
pissed off
Holyfield.
to see fucking that Vito Belfort fight.
Huh?
I bet Rodney was pissed off to see the Vito Belfort fight.
Oh, well, he was stopped really early.
Yeah, he done Holyfield, didn't he?
Yeah, Holyfield's an old man.
I know, he's like 60
He's
years
in his
old. He
50s,
should have
isn't he?
happened. 60.
He shouldn't be fighting now.
Should have happened.
It's not the time.
He's still
for this
fighting.
He fought Vito Belfort.
Oh my God.
Do you know Vito Belfort, the fucking UFC guy? He had a
Shoot,
boxing match with him about a year ago.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got
that's
fucking
crazy.
smashed. He got smashed.
Wow.
And on the same card,
Oh my God.
I don't know if you know UFC very well, but T. Ortiz and Anderson Silva had a boxing match.
I've seen Silver fight, yeah.
Yeah,
There
Silva
comes a time in
fought.
it where though there comes a time, especially with heavyweight boxing, where they just are so big that you really. I mean, late Lennox Lewis, so big. You had to rely on hitting him with something lucky, knocking him spark unconscious, because other than that, there was barely anything. The guy was like, what was Lennox? 6'5", 6'7", like what, fucking 270, 260 back. Like,
Was
ridiculous.
it Sunday who done him?
Who?
Do you know that guy your mum worked with or something? Do you need
What
the
about him?
sparring partner or something?
Can't remember.
Do you remember that guy Sunday or something?
Yeah,
Your
apparently
mum
he's
sparred-
boxed in, but you don't know how much of that's bollocks, man. So how many people I've met who said, "Oh yeah, I've sparred with this guy." You're like, "Oh, I'm good."
But you know, sorry, going back to just to finish up with a nice anecdote about you're talking about having an argument with Rodney all night and it finishes and you look up and it's fucking daylight. Do you want to know something happened with me and George? Is George and I basically we found a set of Scrabble and we played Scrabble every night for a week. And
Wow.
we didn't see it was during the winter and we didn't see sunlight for a week because we were just up all night playing Scrabble. There's
Yeah, slept in
no
the daylight,
exaggeration. Slept all day and then played Scrabble all night for a week. Didn't see daylight.
Honestly, dude, it sounds like we're like fucking 72 years old.
How old were
I
you
know.
guys when you did that?
About 14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was in Mill Hill, wasn't it? So maybe 15.
yeah, it was. Alex had these
14,
proper
15.
like thick fucking curtains, and
I had
his
these
bedroom,
curtains like my
and his
room.
bedroom was set back. The house was out forward, and his room was like quite set back. So
Yeah.
light wise, we didn't really. You
It
just
was
didn't
black.
you didn't
It
see
was
much of it. So
darkness.
them curtains would be pulled, and we'd go to sleep. We'd go to sleep, and then when we woke up, it was fucking night again.
Yeah.
Like, we're playing Scrabble now, are we?
Yeah, literally for like a week of Scrabble back.
Alex once came over to my house for a weekend, and he was asleep the whole weekend. My mum thought he was on drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. He came over and he arrived pretty late, and then he went asleep.
Yeah.
He went asleep, and he didn't wake up until like Sunday night, and he had to go home. And, he was literally asleep for like 2 days. My mum was like, "What's he taken?" And I was like, "Nothing." I think nothing.
Yeah.
He was about fucking 12 years old.
Don't know what happened there. I think your mum do you know that thing when you fall asleep with the heating on and it wipes you out? You kind of
No.
go into do you know when you have the heating on really high and you fall asleep
Right.
and you kind of go into like hibernation mode? It was a bit like that. Doesn't that happen to you?
All I know is I spent the whole weekend playing fucking Super Nintendo on my own with a sleeping corpse next to me. Opened your eyes a couple of times, and then that was it.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Mike.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
So thanks, guys. Anyway,
Great to catch and touch base with you, bro.
always great. Next time, yeah.
I'm glad
the
you're
whole
back
team
for
up.
as well, man. I'm glad you're back and you're.
Hey, man, I appreciate
Like
all the good vibes and everything the community sent me, and I appreciate everything. And Casual Nerd Problems, they held it down while we were gone, and Astro and Cash and Gemini, all those guys. Appreciate you guys, man. So
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. What's it? How are the lads? I was painting while watching. What are you painting? You painted? Yeah, painting the house, painting the statue, painting the fucking.
I would fucking walk all
Artwork.
over the place.
The worst one I had, I told you when I was on the I was trying. I don't listen to podcasts anymore, but I don't really train anymore anyway. But last time I was on a cross trainer, and I was listening to a podcast, and I had to stop because I started laughing and nearly fell off the cross trainer. Was where Joe Rogan, I think it's Joe Rogan, Brian Callen, and Eddie Bravo, I think, and they're talking about women with who take steroids and have bodybuilder clits, and they're talking about that, and they're talking about how basically one of them says, "Oh yeah, I'm dating this woman, and she's a bodybuilder, and she's got this fucking massive 2-inch clit, and blah blah blah." And then one of them goes, "Ah, man, that's fucking gay." And what do you mean that's gay? As a fucking woman? What do you know? If she pulls down their fucking panties and she's got that, I'm gonna suck on that or whatever. And the other guy's going, "Yeah, you're fucking gay," and they're like arguing about it. And Joe Rogan's just there like cracking up, laughing. I nearly fell off the cross trainer. Basically, it was so fucking funny.
Alex sent me a
funny.
thing. Alex sent me a link to a video once, and I was playing in these headphones when they were working.
When they were working on that.
I was in Sainsbury's and I was shopping, and it was Bill Burr talking about his girlfriend buying a pit bull while he was away.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
And I was listening to this skit that he was saying about it, right? And obviously, I'm walking, I'm doing my shopping at the same time, right? Picking up a couple of bits and that.
He's really good. He is.
I'm at the sort of like I'm at the salad sort of aisle, like that bit. And this is like pre-COVID time, sort of before that. And I just started like really laughing loud, like like a laugh that catches you by surprise. You're like like that, like that.
Yeah.
I did that right next to an old lady, and he gave her a fucking heart attack. It was well bad.
The bit that made me laugh.
She had a basket, right, and she was like putting her shit in it, and I was like overlooking them. When you're like looking, I'm like looking at the dates of the cucumbers and the fucking lettuce and whatever else, and she's like over here like picking things up, checking peppers, and I go
the bit that made me laugh. The bit that made me laugh in that is he's like, he goes, I go take it for a walk. He goes, I take it for a walk. I'll take it. He goes, talking about his pit bull being big, scary, whatever. She gets a rescue dog, whatever. And then he goes, yeah, I take it for a walk, and I'm walking it, and literally everyone's crossing the street. They're like 20 feet away. They cross the street. I have the whole sidewalk to myself. It's fucking amazing. I don't know why people complain. This is what he says. It's fucking awesome. And then the other bit as well, where right at the end, the best bit is where you miss it. If you don't listen properly, you miss it. Is where he goes, "Oh, my girlfriend comes in," and she goes, "Hey, what is it? Sometimes I think you love that dog more than me." And he goes, "Honey, if I came home and you're wagging your ass at me, smiling or whatever, I'd love you more or something like that." But the way he says it is fucking great. It's so good.
He's funny, man. He does make me laugh. Bill Burr makes me laugh. I only just stumbled across him recently.
Well, he's in Mandalorian.
He's on Mandalorian. When he did,
yeah.
When he do, he did Jar Jar. He said, "Yeah, you said don't want to show us your face." I died laughing, man. He was funny.
He's in Breaking Bad as well. He's in Breaking
Bad. Is
it? Yeah, he's when they rob the train, when they take all the stuff out of the train and refill it with water. He's the guy who's the decoy, and he's in it before that as well. He's one of Saul's guys.
Yeah, he's one of Saul's guys. He comes around, doesn't he, when that guy in Breaking Bad,
when he does the table.
When Beneke runs and trips over the rug and smashes his head off the side.
Yeah.
He's like one of the guys, the heavies that comes in there to make sure he doesn't disappear while the check clears.
Yeah.
To pay his tax bill.
He's hilarious. He is. Yeah, he's so funny, man.
He does make me die.
Been listening to a lot of stand up lately, and he's good. But yeah. All right.
You got to be careful because you realise that people don't realise that you're like listening to shit. So you just scare the shit out of people.
Well, that's why when I nearly fell off the cross train, I was like, "Yeah, that's enough of that." Took off then because I think I've done it as well, where I'm doing like a bench in the garden and I start laughing, and that's dangerous. It's really dangerous.
Not with what you lift, you puff.
But it is when I lift it and how much I can lift. So yeah, it is dangerous. Anyway, all right. Cheers, Thor. Do you want to? Anyone who doesn't know who you are, which I don't know is going to be the case, do you want to point out where they can find you?
Oh yeah, you can find us on DCX, Darth Castle. Either one you put in, it'll come up on YouTube. And we got our Darth Castle group on Facebook. Come and join us. We come on Friday nights, 9 o'clock. It's myself, Rodney, King of XM. We got Chris Barton and Elvis joined us too, and Junior comes on with us, and we just talk. We do live, talk about statues, and like I said, we're having guests come on the next few weeks, and so come join us. Appreciate you.
Yeah, go sub to him, man. It's a great channel.
Definitely go across. Definitely give him some subs. I mean, what what numbers you're on now?
1,600, I think it is.
Nice. That's jumped up a little bit since last time.
Jumped up, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Still a bit slow, but
Jumped up since Thor fucked off and had a break.
It's doubled.
People told me they've gone and watched the old show since I've been gone. I was like, really? They were like,
I've had that before. Yeah. We've had that before. You know what it is? Someone's like, we had 6 months off, and someone said that to us. They went back and listened to all the old ones.
The genuine people that, like, in the end, you get more real friends. You get more people that you actually know through name and through time. That's what matters. To be honest with you, one of them is worth more than 10,000 fucking sheep that they're just looking to, the next best thing all the time. It's better to have, to build it slowly. If you're going to just do it for a hobby, I mean, you don't want to do it for a living if that's not what your objective is. Right. If your objective is to sit on your ass and do YouTube videos and get paid a living to do that, if that's your objective, then you've got to come with a completely different strategy. But if your objective is to keep it a hobby channel, keep it real, keep it honest,
keep having fun,
then you're doing everything you need to do right. Because we try to polish certain things and try to improve quality here and there, but there's only you can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Can't polish a turd, my friend. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. Do the usual, like, comment, subscribe, share, and definitely check out Thor's channel as well, Darth Castle. So
follow Darth Castle, man. Find them on YouTube and join a Facebook group. Be lucky, man.
Peace.
Love you, bro. Take care of yourself, yeah.
Love you too, brother. Appreciate y'all.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.